Corazon's obsession.
Okay, we're starting early. Let's see if it actually... There we go. Good job, Bessie. You've succeeded. Okay, anyway, we're going to start doing the Arcane Sanctuary since, well... we kind of got cut off of it last time by server maintenance. So that kind of sucked. Maybe next time they do server maintenance in the middle of a stream, I might just start streaming something else. Just be like, okay, let's play this game I got a key for. It's from like 12 years ago. No. That, actually, sadly enough, has not... I can't say that has not happened. I have gotten a press key, like, almost a decade after the game released. It's kind of tacky. I'm gonna grab this mage plate. Might end up just selling it, but I'm gonna grab it anyway. Can add some sockets to it for something fun if we get the runes for it. But I don't think we have the stuff for a treachery. Hey, Hugin, how's it going? I think... type rune word, because it's actually a real word. Yeah, we don't have a lem. We get a lem, I can. And yes, I am still adjusting a few things. I kind of wanted to get it. Yay! Hey, how's it going, Sassy? But yeah, we are live. Sorry for the late stream today. Just had a stream engagement with a friend, and it was kind of like interfering with my other plan. And I had other stuff I need to get done, like making beef bulgogi, which is so good. But yeah. I'm doing pretty good. Anyway. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Health is hit or miss as usual, but that's just life. Once you start getting old, you start falling apart like, oh dang, man, it just kind of sneaks up on you. Like a mouse fart in the rain. Hey, Incarnation, how's it going? You feel refreshed. Do I now? Do I really? Probably. Actually just got up from a nap, so yay! I do feel somewhat refreshed. But yeah, we're gonna go through not Chaos Sanctuary, Arcane Sanctuary. Maybe we'll get to Chaos Sanctuary today. We'll see. Depends on how spiffy I feel. 12:30 p.m. for you. Might need a quick nap. It's Sunday. Sorry for... well, actually, it's afternoon. 12:30 p.m. is afternoon. But yeah. It's 11:30 at night for me. Next week, having to push through more interviews? Okay. Hopefully they go well. The interview process is always not fun. Especially if you have any level of, like, social anxiety. But, hey, you never know. It might result in you getting the job of your dreams. Every interview is that opportunity. Even if it's an interview you don't get, could help you avoid the job of your nightmares. Don't know if this is going to do... yeah, that's not enough damage to actually bring that down. We'll just walk away. Yeah, I know that feeling, sadly. That's how I ended up working retail. And then there's the whole issue here in the States of like, oh, you're overqualified. What? Mm-hmm. But yeah, being overqualified because you actually know what you're doing. Where is our rogue, by the way? Oh, there she is. No, that's the Shadow. Our rogue is right here. What are you doing, Shadow? You can't even hardly hurt that. Hey, Deevee. You don't think you have overqualified over there? Here, they'll say you're overqualified if they think that you have enough qualifications that you won't stick with them for very long. which is stupid. You're applying to them for a job. That means that you are willing to work there. Which is more than I can say for... yeah. Hey, Dong, how's it going? Ow. Stop shooting me in the face. And we'll just do this. Not suitable. Well, here they'll give you like 1.5 million different reasons. They don't have to give you the exact reason. I'm pretty good. As long as it's not based on some of the special cases. It doesn't matter what they reject you for. They can reject you for just not liking your face. In most states. You were born buck-toothed? Too bad. You don't get the job. Especially true with like acting and stuff like that because they're looking for a specific appearance. But some companies will do that too just because, yeah. Like, I think probably the best example will be service industries. You'll often find that managers will hire either people they identify with, which means somebody similar to them, or someone they're attracted to, which means someone they like of the opposite gender or even their own gender in some cases. It's very odd. I may need to cut back on streaming and be doing interviews myself, unfortunately. Because I am not sure if my budget healthcare is going to hold up. We'll see, though. Told once, even if you had the qualifications, they were looking for diversity. I haven't ran into that one personally, but it wouldn't surprise me. And I would be a very prone target to that, sadly. Malgolnef, Mozart! Mozart was deaf. Too bad we don't have a silence thing in this that would actually cause enemies to not cast spells. Of course, blind pretty much does that. Because if they can't see it, they'll just stick to normal attacks. So how many paths do we think we're going to end up having to take to get our goal here? And I don't mind being in Arcane Sanctuary. It's good XP for us, and we are perfectly content with the enemy types. It was his wife speaking, not... odd. Hi. Hello, wife. And my wife! Oh, let's see. Get shadows up. Yeah, this is not the right path. I'm still going to go all the way to the chests, though. Mainly because we do have chances of runes from them. Even though it's on players 1, some of the patterns for these do have runes in them. Go and grab. Next time we go to town, I will drop off the mage plate because I forgot to take it out. Ah, goodness gracious. Anyway, hopefully everyone is doing all right, though. Have that garbage, but this, we could put sockets in. It'll be 3 sockets if we get the stuff for some of the good class-specific armors, or even for Enigma, it's a good one. So let's see. That's everything. We want the staff to stay on us because we're going to need it in a bit. This is going to be a 4-path kind of day, I think. Just the vibe I'm getting. We'll do the portal path last because that's going to be actually the easiest for us. Because everyone except for... the only ones that can come over the gaps are going to be your ghosts and your pains in the ass. There we go. Yeah, the ghosts. We can nuke everything else just by standing there with this. Kind of like we're doing here because they can't pathfind around because they idiots. And if I say emotional damage, I'm sorry, that is stuck in my head today. It's just one of them things. I was watching a whole bunch of Stephen He's stuff. Okay, that's gonna go away. And this game generally does cause emotional damage. Emotional damage. And I think if it's kind of a tough decision. I might do overlays on Diablo 2 if I'm like doing a special thing. Like if I do things where you guys can make me drop my gear and stuff like that, I might do overlays on those. But for the seasonal stuff, not so much on that. But I think it'd be fun to have a run where I go through and you guys can basically pay me to sell my weapon or something like that. And I can't buy it back, of course. I just don't know what I would set that at. Imperial Crown. But if you would be interested in that, watching me suffer, that'd be horrible on a barbarian run, though. We'd have to basically build ourselves to be a punch barbarian. Okay, sorry for getting slightly distracted there. I'm trying to think if any other fun things we could actually do with the stream. Because I'm not good at automating that kind of stuff, because I don't know YouTube's chat API very well. I would have to use like a third-party bot, which is always kind of risky. You didn't know. Punch Barb? Punch Barb is what happens whenever somebody tells you to sell all your weapons as a barbarian. But no, it's basically a barbarian without weapons. It's not a good build. You actually need... Oh, we actually got it on third try. We don't have to go to the teleporty path. Alzorath as entertainer. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Give me a little cane and let me dance side to side. I'll be fine. Summoner, why are you no dying? There you go, buddy. Did you really just jerk Horizon? Okay, it's Spiral. I'll figure it out on the way. But no, if I do that, the first one will probably be a Necromancer, something I know I can do naked. The nudist run. Necromancer's by far the easiest. And I'm pretty sure we have poison spitters. The question is, what else do we have? Okay, so we got slingers, we've got crushers, and we got poison spitters. This is actually good. As long as we don't get lightning boys in the actual tomb, I think I'm happy. Well, there went mercenary. Ouch. I hate that they have chill on hell. The ghostly ones do. In case you were wondering what chilled me there. Didn't kill me, it just chilled me. There's a difference. And I will probably get my mercenary back by the time we get into where Duriel is. Until then, I think I can... Oh, God, no. Hey, ow, ow, ow. And she's lightning immune. Shit. There you go. And I will resummon you up here. Just as a matter of that one cannot find me now. Learn to juke. Hey, Stephen, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, our symbol is that one. One of the few that I have memorized, because it's always the top center one. They're always in the same spot, by the way. Yay, we got lightning, boys. Which means grenade time. And this is sadly what you have to do if you don't have like high-end equipment. This is one reason why I say you should always have a secondary skill if you're playing a trap assassin. It's either going to be lightning or it's going to be mind blast. Just got your summon necro to 92. Congratulations. Summon necros are a ton of fun. Okay, let's go ahead and stack back up in there. I think I'm going to go like this, because we are starting to get enough that we can kind of just chill with it. Congratulations! You've reached the level of not quite ascension. It's not even the last 10 levels. It's like the last 3 levels take as long as like everything else combined. The getting to 99 is not intentional. Okay, so we've got gore bellies as our third. Okay. This isn't going to be too bad. We don't have things that are going to like revive the ghosts. Sorry, the mages, or vampires is technically what they are. And I think this room might be where I grab our rogue. She'll actually help us with the the little jabby boys. The beetles. There we go. I'd like to get to 99 this ladder, but it'll take a full 4 months. Yeah, you have to be good at finding the like 8-player games, and a lot are just like streamer teams doing the like rush to the top, so to have 8 players. Otherwise you run into like mixed bags where it's like people are doing other places and stuff like that. Or they're, even if you're doing solo ones, they'll sometimes show up and just do the place you're supposed to do. It's kind of messed up. And right now, with all the martial arts assassins causing people to lag and crash, hitting a wall is not going to be uncommon.
Good morning.
Okay, I need healing potions, because we're about to face the Duriel. The durable Duriel. Yep. Let's go ahead and revive Chingus McDingus. If she dies again, we are going to have to sell some stuff to get her back, so I might pick up some metal armor. Let's go ahead and dump this in. There we go. Yeah, Necromancer is a pretty cool one to play through with. And I enjoy... there's a reason why he's my primary in a lot of games. Because usually it's a nice mix of Summoner and Caster. You have Summoner to give you that little bit of wiggle room and forgiveness if you kind of mess up. And you have... oh, there's beetles. Where is my shadow? Dumbass. Come on. You're supposed to protect her. Says she was standing there staring at a wall. In a circle of vases, it's like a fairy circle for shadows. Yeah. Kind of sad. At least we are the kick master, and we can kick down vases if we need to. Imagine when you get Enigma, the playstyle totally changes for Summoner? Yes. Well, yes and no. You tell us Stomp, which will speed things up quite a bit. That's the main thing that happens. And generally speaking, you don't need all the super high-end gear for the Summoner. Get a shadow up on him. Most important one to kill is the Steel Scarab. The rest of these can be killed by lightning. Like so. Beware of Spectral Hit. Yeah, Spectral Hit sucks. But that's more just because my resists suck. And I forgot to do my stats. Let's get some more life. And let's go ahead and... I'm going to keep going into Shadow Master, by the way. I want her to be tankier, because I kind of need that, especially since we have Thorns on the Mercenary. If we can stay with a tanky Shadow that can actually survive more than a hit or two, we'll be happy. And that is a dead end. We don't go in there. Said we don't go in there, Shadow. Come on. Where is the boss? Did we already kill the actual boss in there? I think we did. Yeah, we did. Okay, sweet. I was thinking that it was still alive in here, but no, we murked it. Am I bringing a lower resist wand for Duriel? No, we haven't actually been able to shop one. Mostly because I haven't really spent the time shopping for one. Because that's very, very boring to watch. Okay, Mercenary, please don't just walk right up to him. That is the bad thing to do. Even though she does keep doing it. But yeah, I have to say Necromancer is probably my favorite class. And that's the reason why I play it so much. It is my definition of a balanced class. It is what I think the game itself should be balanced around. Okay, I'm going to go down left. Yeah, the mercenary just walking to their doom. Especially a ranged mercenary. If it was a tankier stuff like an Act 5 mercenary, I wouldn't be as bothered by it. Okay, so second door. There's going to be a decent amount of stuff behind here. And, yeah. Called it. And between me and my mercenary, we actually can handle these. She tracted something. What are you fighting? Oh, you're fighting those. Okay. That's going to be a pain in the butt to get rid of. Mostly because they've got this little... Oh, yeah, they've got the little thing right there that needs to die. Because the Necro is neither extremely overpowered. His S-tier build is the lower end of the S-tier. And it actually has kind of a nice rounded kind of gameplay style to it, where you're active with it, And you can kind of mess around with it and go different directions, but it's still not just going to be like decimating everything on player's 8. Whereas other S tier builds generally do. He's one of the few builds that can just go anywhere. Yeah. Whereas like the Blizzard Sorceress, just Blizzard Sorceress, right now the Kick Assassin, generally just overwhelm things. And make the game lack any kind of challenge. Poison is the S tier Necro. Summon is a little bit weaker than it. The Mummy's 3D printer, yep. You can hear it going bzz, bzz, bzz in there. These are resin. That's why they exude poison when they die. Time for death sentries. You build up a pile of corpses around it, then you death sentry it is how you get rid of those as the trap assassin. In case you're wondering what I just did. The lightning would have eventually gotten it, but you have style points. Oh, we're almost leveled up. I need to be on the lookout for more mana potions as well. You're playing Druid right now and you're struggling hard. What kind of Druid build are you playing? But yes, generally speaking, unless you're playing a very specific build, you're going to struggle as soon as you get to Hell difficulty. Got the best community, and the CEO of 60 million subs and more is coming. Ah. Let's see. But yeah. This shouldn't be too bad of a... Ah, we've got more... I really wish we didn't get beetles down here. They are probably the most annoying thing to run across for this build. A second. There's a fire druid, then a wind druid, now it's sort of fire claws druid. I would say probably the easiest one to get through hell with is going to be your fire druid. If you're fire claws now, that's more of an item specific build. Tornadoes were frustrating you. That happens to a lot of people. You have to treat them more like hammers, where you have to get up close and actually cast them in like that while using your hurricane as a sort of slow and support. Second, I'm taking off a brace real quick. One of two removed. Ah. Okay, stat-wise, let's go ahead and get some more life. Yes, I know we keep having to chug mana potions. It's not a big deal. And more Shadow Master for tankiness. Because the tankier she is, the more she'll get hit with thorns. This is the path. Don't you charge me. Druid is the class you struggled with the most. Before some of the like fire skill changes and the removal of the shared cooldown, the Druid was a royal pain in the ass. But now that the shared cooldown is gone, he's become a lot more tolerable. And with the summon aspect of it, he's even more tolerable. Your genius move was not checking if you had another reset still. Ah, you're stuck with Fire Claws. Fire Claws can be damaging. If I was going to do Fire Claw without like endgame gear, I would probably go Bear and go with Shockwave / Fire Claw kind of setup. Can you not run into them, Mercenary? For the love of unholy God. And I cast her, but she didn't come out. Yeah, this is just one of those easy things to kind of go along with. But yeah, I've accidentally done that before. Whenever just trying to show off a variety of builds, I forgot I only have 3 of those. One advantage to if you're doing like runs to show off a build to do them in like single player, but at the same time, single player actually has different monster stats. That's one reason why I find it so comical whenever like I'm showing off a build for a video and people are like, mine goes faster than that. No shit, you're playing it online where it has 2/3 the life. Yeah, don't say it's a little faster when things have less life. It's just kind of comical to me. But it is what it is. And also, getting gear in single player is a little bit different. Just found that dim vision the best skill in the game. It is an amazing skill. It is one of those underrated skills, and it's kind of up there with Cloak of Shadows. I don't use Cloak of Shadows enough on this, but that's because I hate the cooldown system on it, but it is up there where it's just like, this is an amazing skill. I kind of wish they'd remove the cooldown and let you just waste mana on it. You had no idea? A lot of people don't know that. It's one of those things that is a... I find it mostly funny because it's people bragging about their build rather than the fact that somebody doesn't know something. That makes sense. Fire Claws are nice for split damage type. You need a better weapon and just a better weapon. Alders, if you can get a hold of it, is a decent enough weapon for doing that. Go ahead and craft these down real quick. But Alders is a decent weapon for that. Just throw some, like... Well, if you have them, Rainbow Facets, but just throw some extra damage into the sockets. And then you can Hell and Town Portal remove them whenever you decide you get something better. Let's drop those in there. This is how we do Duriel. Even in hell. We buy all the potions, and then we give them to all of our allies.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And she doesn't have to say thank you every single time, but we know what she means. Speaking of braggarts, your favorite people are those who respond with questions with, hey, just run like Breath of the Dying and 60 bear runes. That's I have like a dual mentality whenever it comes to that. Because I get a lot of the comments of, well, now build one without infinity. I literally have in the guides how to build up things. I don't know what else to tell them. The guide tells you how to get the starter gear. But yeah, it's just... Yeah, and they're on forums a lot too. But other than like just doing a full-on Let's Play playthrough like we're doing here, there's not much I can do to help the people who are very much just, why don't you do it without... Well, Infinity is generally the best thing in the game as far as chance to hit, resists, all this stuff. It's a hard one to beat. Okay, we want those. Couple more healing potions. Hey, hopefully that'll be enough. It's still going to take a while, even though we have the Thorns effect. Not going to be something that's going to be like super simple and easy to do. As he is going to try to wreck face. I am glad you enjoy them. I don't think generally speaking, the people who are like weird about that kind of stuff don't come to streams. So it's kind of like, whatever. They are not active community members. They're just like one-off people who come in, watch like the beginning and the end of a video and skip the entire middle part and then get angry about it. They get mad, bro. Mercenary, please do not stand right in his face. Pulling a golem move here. But yeah, this is kind of pulling the necromancer trick, except we don't have amplify damage. And this is why you use golems and summons and stuff against the bosses, because all of them have a melee attack. No. No. Bugger off, Duriel. Get him. Sick him, boy. Actually, let's go ahead and throw a full rejuve on her. No, don't kill the mercenary. That's going to slow us down a lot. There we go. And he's dead. Actual favorite build is the Avenger Paladin in 1.09, 1.1. It blew your mind that it could do all damage types. I just wish it was mechanically a little bit better. It's a awesome concept. There's a power fantasy there that is just not explored really. And I think that is a shame. But at the same time, it doesn't have access to enough stuff to make it competitive with a Zealot, which really irritates me. I do think Vengeance should either have AoE or some kind of effect to boost its just raw damage. Because even as it stands, Charge is comparable to it. Not like, meh. Disappointing! Probably should have picked up more stuff to sell it. Same time. We need to pick up some armor and sell it so we can keep reviving Mercenary. Because this next act, oh yeah, it's gonna hurt. We have Flayers, which are going to be lightning immune. We have Gloams, which are going to be lightning immune. We have a few pains in the ass in, like, Travancore and stuff that'll be lightning immune. Usually. They don't always need an AoE component to the actual skill. They need a multi-targeting component. Because Zeal, you'll hit multiple people. Yours is 100% Bladeson. Bladeson is actually really good. Bladeson is underestimated. Severely. So, yeah. You think Vengeance should proc a tick of Holy Aura AoE damage based on a percent of synergy level? That could be an argument. But yeah, Bladeson is a ton of fun. It's still a sleeper. It's not, I don't know if it's really technically S tier unless you have endgame stuff. Endgame stuff it is. Endgame stuff it wrecks shit. But that's true of a lot of builds. But I would say it's probably an A tier build. This is solo self fun. Yep. Very much. Let's see. I don't know why I'm bothering keeping those. This and this would be for if I start an Amazon. This would be if I start an Amazon or any kind of melee build. Martial builds in general will like that, as far as like starting basic stuff. Yes, they're not worth any trade value, but they're good to, their use value is good. So. Come on, Dark Wanderer, we don't want your worms behind us. Have a good one, Steven. We will hopefully get through Act 3. Act 2 took a little while because we 3-pathed it, but other than that, I think we're fine. Trying to scout. Because there's going to be a lot of lightning immunes, like those. No, don't pick on her. Thank you. This is going to be a situation where we do have to use a lot of... And the trees are usually lightning immune, if I remember correctly. I know the ones at... Oh, yeah, everything's lightning immune. Javazons hate it here, too, for this reason. Oh, no, the Thorned Hulks are cold. Which ones were lightning that I was thinking of? Which zone are they in? Shadow, what are you doing? Shadow's just chilling. Taking a weekend. Go ahead and drop that out. Get rid of you. Not good. But yeah, it's a late stream, so I don't really expect a huge turnout on this one. Bladeson is just fun solo self-hunt? Yeah, she is. I wish I could cast Fade on my mercenary. Just manually cast it. But I highly doubt that's ever going to happen. We still have 2 respecs if I decide to go, like, Heavy Fire Blast, which is slightly tempting. But at the same time, doing that before Act 4 would not be advisable. Because Act 4, fire is just kind of, like, almost useless. Of course, we're going to have the finger mages being a pain in the butt, but... And there is our statue on the ground. Probably just a little bit further ahead. These are hurting more than normal. I'm guessing their boss was extra strong. Okay, there's the Jade figurine. Unfortunately, we don't have a way to deal with these little winged bastards.
What should I do with it?
That's simple. Ow. Yeah, extra strong, cold enchanted. Ouch. I think, yeah, cold is our weakest resistance. We still have the resistance from the Duriel fight, but still. It is our weakest little tool there. Keep going, mercenary. Doing your job quite well. Staying back, shooting enemies that need to be shot? Yes. These do. Of course, she stops doing that as soon as I mention it. Like, nah, you complimented me. I get to go hide in the back now. No, keep doing what you do. Please, for the love of God. Okay. We'll rejuve there. Okay, so we're a little bit over on healing and a little bit under on mana. And yes, I did just use Cloak of Shadows to give me a little bit of breathing room. I wish the Shadow would use it a bit more. Because that would actually make life quite a bit easier, too. Sorry for concentrating a little bit. There we go. Oh, is that going to be a 4-socket broadsword? That'd be nice if it was. I think it's just ethereal. Nope, it's 2-socket. It's garbage! Why, game, do you give me garbage?
Not enough mana.
I'm not wasting more mana on these guys than I have to. These I can deal with. They're literally the only thing here I can kill without grenades or help from my minions. Oh. Can't throw past wall. It wants to be a steel rune word. It wants to steal my runes from me. What? Oh, they're in the woods. They're in the woods. Okay, so there's the waypoint. Don't really need that. Check if there's an exit to the right. There might be. If we can run this place out of boss spawns, that'd be awesome. Yes, I am doing this relatively easy mode right now. There we go. Is there an exit? There is. So, yay. But yeah, we kind of just have to take it slow and chill. That's the downside of pretty much any mono elemental build. If we would have gone Sorceress, it would have been a lot easier because we could have just gone Hydra Orb and been just perfectly fine. Because that build just wrecks everything, but... Where's the fun in going Sorceress at the start of a ladder? Everybody and their third cousin and the one that they're... Never mind. I'm not going into that joke. I was going to make a cousin joke. That was very Alabama of me. That would have been inappropriate. Can I take the piss out of people who go Sorceress at the beginning of a ladder? Last season actually would have been appropriate to go Sorceress because the early curve on the Sorceress was just a busted. Go away. Thank you. Balrog blades used to be super popular for the frenzy barbs. I somewhat miss them, but at the same time, they are expensive to repair. Quest log. Yep. I don't need that screen open. I need that one. Yes, I know they're not prone to... Please stop. I said, yes, I know that they're not prone to lightning. It just tells me where they're at. Because my aiming skills are mediocre. And part of me actually regrets not getting more points into traps. Or the fire trap, but yeah. At the same time, we haven't ground up enough levels to really do that. Wow, seriously? You guys are running past the thing that is literally punching you in the face. Okay. And I hear trees up there, so we'll drop a bunch of these out. Where are you? There you are. Oh, you're immune to both. Sweet. That means you are 100% something for my mercenary to kill. Which shouldn't be too bad. She does actually have okay damage. Or solo self-found now. Because we have that edge rune word. It's not great, don't get me wrong. It's an exceptional edge. It's not even an elite one. But she does okay damage with it. Because of her abilities. Her cold skills. Yeah. Haha. Okay, Greater Claws.
Can't carry anymore.
Can you stop attracting stuff whenever I'm just chilling, my dude? They weren't bothering anybody. Nope, not good. It's just one lightning sentry. It's not worth it. Hey, Ram, how's it going? We're just kind of chilling, killing trees. Killing the forest.
I need mana.
Windvex over here is just wandering off, too. Did you drop anything good? Nope. He dropped potions. Not worth going across the pond for. Oh, let's see. I'm having an itch to play because, yeah, I'm writing a review on Chained Echoes, and I'm getting the B-roll footage now because I wasn't able to capture it before. But I'm having the itch to play that again. It's actually a fairly decent game. It is not as good as people have been selling it to me about, but it's still a good game. It is no Chrono Trigger, but it is good. And it is refreshing to see classic JRPG kind of styles coming in, but it's more akin to Arafel than a bunch of the other ones. Wow. It's a decent game. I would say probably $20 would be the sweet spot for it. I don't know what price it is right now, but it's one of those that's a good game with some rough edges. Would be kind of how if I give it just a casual recommendation or don't recommend, it's one that's worth playing. Junk gear, skill play, painful walkthrough. Yep. Well, see, if I was a speedrunner or something like that, I would just run past most of this, juke it, don't worry about it, and just go. But I'm stubborn. I want to kill things. I don't want to have to sit there and grind the most efficient level possible. I want to make progress. Mercenary, can you stop being a dense nugget? Please, for the love of God. You bloody tater tot. You're not even a full-grown tater yet. Let's see. Ow. Thanks for not being smart, mercenary, for the love of God.
I need mana.
There you go. I'm just going to check back here for one thing. Yeah, it comes back up this way. I thought that looked suspicious. That extra long bridge right there. It was a T-joint. And we did get another one of the bosses of this region. Please do not just stand there, mercenary, for the... Of course, our shadow teleports away and just leaves her to die. Any decent rune drops yet? Nope. If we can get an rune, things will change significantly. I mean, we won't be breaking these immunes. We'll still have to deal with them, but an rune will make the non-lightning immunes pretty much trivial at this point. Let's see, I will drink a mana potion and grab a mana. Okay. Ow! Ow! Is there... That's not even a boss pack. That just hurt. Oh, well, no, the Thorn Hulk is a minion, but... Why did you... Oh, we might have been amp damage still, now I think about it. Yeah, if we were amp damage, that would have hurt quite a bit, but no. We barely even got a Thul for Spirit. that tells you our rune drops so far. Normally I'll get like something like a low or something like that before the end of Hell. I don't think we're going to at this rate. Unless we get it from the quest, Hellforge. Okay, we're going to go ahead and drop you out to try to bait some things in. Yeah, we're looking for an rune for Crescent Moon. Because that'll make life quite a bit easier. Oh, there's some minions. That might have been what hit us. Okay, there you go. Please stop focusing on my bloody rogue. There you go. Ouch. Ouch. Nope, 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 nope. We're not trusting that. I saw that coming from like a mile away, and I was like, oh, hell nah. We don't want that. I'm keeping it. I don't want to keep it. You guys probably know why I'm keeping it. I'm going to admit, it has crossed my mind. Has crossed my mind a few times. But chance of us getting goal is pretty damn slim. So I wouldn't count on it being a thing. Yes, dual mosaic would just cut through all of this. The chance of us getting a goal before that happens is just like not going to happen. Come on, mercenary, fall back. Come on. Shadow, can you actually do anything to him, please, for the love of God?
Not enough mana.
Oh, he's got teleport. Okay. You built one in your traps and is still struggling in hell using Spirit, Treachery, Lore, and Solid Ammu with all res. Generally speaking, it's the lightning immunes. Until you get Asunder, it's going to be a little bit rough. But with traps being affected by equipment minus resist, once you get Asunder, things will speed up quite a bit. But she just struggles with certain areas. That's just a fact of pretty much almost any build that can't go dual elemental. That's why a lot of speedrunners will just run past crap. Like this area right here, if I was trying to push hard through it and not kind of like kill everything because I'm stubborn, I would 100% want to be doing just running through things rather than actually trying to kill them. Like this, I wouldn't care about the Cloudstalker, I'd just run past it. I'd have bursts of speed up and just be sprinting. Because this would be just a bad engagement area. It's one reason why I go quiet every now and then is because I'm actually trying to focus on, you know, getting past some of these more annoying enemies. Of course, one thing that does help is I actually have Fire Blast up. Fire Blast does let you deal with the lightning immunes. Because lightning fire combo, not as common, except in certain areas. This is one of them. It can be kind of common, but it's going to be enemies that my mercenary can handle. Of course, there's always Dingus Shadow that's just staying way up there. Shadow, come on. Didn't even teleport to me. I had to recast your ass. I swear her AI just turns off sometimes. She'll sit there and stare at walls. As soon as we get into the Karast zones, those will be a little bit easier. By the way. Because we'll have fire and cold immunes for the most part. There are some lightning that spawn in there, but it's nowhere near as frustrating as some of the stuff we deal with out here. Only thing that would probably be better for the mercenary right now would be an insight. I haven't found a good 4-socket bow, so I'm not worrying. Let's grab this so I can sell it.
I can't.
What? Oh, because I have the Jade figurine in there. Okay, we're going back to town for a minute. I'm going to go back down to the waypoint. Not the button I meant to push. Fuck off. Okay. But yeah, we're going to go back to the waypoint and just go along the southern side, I think. Because I don't think we're going to see another way to find another spawn point for the eye. Other than along that bottom side. But that bottom side is actually our jut off. So this is just a bad layout. Using spirit, treachery, lore, solid ammo with all res. Not sure what you're doing wrong. Nothing. Other than maybe you're not using Fire Blast or Mind Blast. You can use either one. I prefer Fire Blast because I hate conversion effects. I hate them in every single game that has had them that I have played. There has not been a good conversion effect in any game that I've played because it always just slows you down. You have to sit there and wait for it to unconvert, or it never unconverts and you lose the XP. Just one of those things. It was mainly in Chaos Sanctuary trying to... Oh, and Worlds Don't Keep You In, killing the Bale Waves. Those usually aren't too bad for me. How did I pick my name? As a joke about the trending build of this season. That's how I chose my name. Because the martial arts assassin, as soon as they dropped the 100% mosaic, was pretty much guaranteed to be overpowered. Because everybody's going to spend all of their forum gold over on bloody D2JSP and make themselves have mosaics. Mal and Gull. Oh, my screen name? That's just it was a pen name I had. Oh, frick. For ages. And that pen name came from a short story I wrote when I was like 8. It's been around a while. It's been around longer than some people in this chat. I've had people try to steal it a few times. It's just one of those things.
Greetings.
Okay, let's go to Spider Forest. We'll go until we hit a different zone. Because we don't want Arachnid Lair. We want Spider Caverns. But yeah, so... ages ago. I'm not a good writer. But, yeah. This name has shown up in most of the things I've made. One of those, like, constant threads. It's not even one of the good characters. If that tells you anything. It is just a character. One of the main ones, but yeah. It's not even, like, the good ones. Let's check if that's actually worth money. Not really. This is going to turn into Flayer, if I had to guess. Or it's going to turn into Great March, and we're going to have to deal with Gloams. Yay! Steel Eye Cutlass, cool. It's a fun weapon. Stephen King isn't a voice actor, but still did the audiobook for Gunslinger back in the day. Ah, Gunslinger. That is something I haven't heard in ages. Wow, we have. Jeez, yeah, it's turning downwards. That means it's gonna go into another zone. What is that trap doing back there? One of your favorite books growing up? Oh God, now I feel old. Nothing wrong with feeling old, but that is, I want to say, frogs. Yeah, yeah. This is Great Marsh. Oh no, it's Slayer Jungle. Sweet. I was thinking of the other frogs, the fire frogs. So I guess we'll find the at least here we have some cold flares. But I guess we'll find the Flayer dungeon first. Am I a fan of the Act 1 Mercenary? In some respects, yeah. I use all of them except for the Act 3 Mercenary. A lot of people are like, but no. No. No, we are not playing with the Act 3 Mercenary. Especially not in Hell difficulty. He doesn't have any masteries, so his spells become absolute garbage. You can't scale them. I was still pissed about the whole series. Gunslinger came out when she was in college. Dark Tower came out when you were in college. I actually don't remember whenever they came out, but I know that they were publishing the graphic novels when I was a full-grown adult. Okay, Shadow, please guard her. Your job is not to go across the lake. Your job is to guard the rogue. Let's see. You loved Act 3 Mercenary when you were a kid because you could put eyes and hearts on him? Yeah. Well, the Act 3 Mercenary, he has uses. He just requires very specific kit to really take advantage of those uses. Like, you can make a scary one. It's just not going to be something cheap or easy, because it requires a bunch of rainbow facets to make up for the fact that he does not have any mastery. Oh, we're gonna lose our mercenary. Oh no. No! Mercenary, please don't. Yes, I should be using hotkeys. It's one of those things kids' brains do whenever he's got his own set. Yeah. I mean, adult brains do it too. It's just the completionist thing. There's a dopamine release whenever you have something that feels completed. Something that feels whole. It's one reason why games like this actually are somewhat addicting to some people. Because of that dopamine release. It's microdosing you, basically. We could do a Shale Io helmet. I'm trying to think which one I'd actually want to do. Rogue, why are you such a dumb fuck? Please, for the love of God. Yeah, just run up there and die. That's exactly what you should be doing. Ah. I hate it when the AI goes brain dead. She was doing so well, too. Now we have to, like, work twice as hard because now we don't have thorns. Get back here, snot drizzler. Oh, for God's sake. Fine. He is just not worth it. But yeah, the Act 1 mercenary is generally pretty good because she'll be like, oh, my AI is telling me to run away. And she'll run away. It gets annoying whenever she's like, I'm an Act 2 mercenary now. No, you're not. You're really not. Think she can tank when she's got freaking Artisan's Breastplate of Life. She can't tank. And I should have noticed she was up there, yes. But at the same time, she shouldn't have AI telling her to tank melee enemies. You use Harmony on yours? I haven't gotten the stuff for Harmony, sadly. I haven't gotten the stuff for hardly anything. Okay, that's gonna go in there just for selling later. We'll grab that too for selling. Hopefully this is the waypoint in here. Because getting the waypoint for this place just in case they, like, do some maintenance or something, that would be awesome. And yes, I do swear a lot. I'm sorry. That bothers people. I swear even though I'm not actually upset. Oh, that's not going to sell for crap. No. Oh. Hey, Ormus. Here to sell you a bunch of junk. It's enough. And no, I'm not even going to bother identifying stuff. Oh, that actually... that's pretty much what she's wearing. Just higher defense. Okay. Ask him nicely for his robes. Yeah, but then he'd give me, like, the crappy ones that are, like, Ormus's robes of warmth. We know how nice he is with what he gives. Have you seen the rings he gives you? Shadow, where are you? Going this way. There's actually worse ones he could give you than warmth. He could give you Ormus's robes of thunderstorm. There you go. Enjoy that one. Yay, waypoint. This way, we don't, even if the game, like, crashes, as long as it doesn't roll this back, we'll actually be able to just not have to think about Great Marsh ever again for the rest of our lives. Because Great Marsh can rot in hell. Mercenary, 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 don't be a dumbass. Yes, I know there were things over there. You don't need to give them hugs. They're small, they're fluffy, they will stab you in the eye. They're basically chihuahuas. Don't make me put you in timeout. I say this like the mercenary can actually hear me. No, there are no voice commands in this game, although that would be really hilarious if that was like, patch 2.7, now have voice commands for your mercenary, with AI translation for multiple languages. I would probably shit a brick. I'd be like, okay, they listened. Now using Chat GPT. What? No, Blizzard, no. No, don't do this. Wow. There's some enemies. And there's Mercenary being a hero again. Okay. Mercenary, please do not do what you are intending to do right now. I can see you wandering forward and not coming back to me. I will hit you on the nose with a newspaper. I will whack you in the skull. Just a little bit. Yeah, if we get a Crescent Moon, I'm actually going to respec. Just as a heads up. I will take the points out of Shadow Master, put it down to 1 point, and dump stuff into actually making it, you know, worthwhile. Ooh, XP Shrine. Nice. I'm really surprised at how not dense this area has been. Oh, their mana burns. Lovely. About rune farming? Yeah, sure, go ahead. No, rune farming is a thing that people do. Generally, there's a few places you can do it. It depends on what kind of runes you're looking for. If you're looking for mid runes, you go for Countess. If you're looking for just runes in general, you can do Travancore, Chaos Sanctuary are both really good for runes. Cows can be good for runes if you have good AoE. Generally, Travancore is more if you're not AoE, although they can still be done by it. Do I find it more efficient to do Countess or other places? Other places. Countess is for your low and mid runes. You can farm her for higher stuff, and she can drop up to a decent amount, especially if you go by her normal drop pool rather than her special drop pool. But her bell curve peaks at Tal runes. You will get the most Tal runes from her. Everything higher than that, you have lower chances at, and everything lower than that, you have lower chances at. It peaks at a Tal rune. So if you need Tal runes, go for her. Ral, Ort, some of the lower runes, she's great for it. But other than that, I wouldn't bother with her very much. Farm Nef runes, get all the knockback. She keeps thinking she's normal Countess. Well, regardless of the difficulty, she peaks. Her most common rune is Tal, and then it's a bell curve from there. Okay, so we've got them in there. Let's go ahead and drop out some traps. That'll take out the Shaman. Shamana, die. I love these as, like, enemies. Because, oh, you... not whenever they're dual immune. But I like them because they get double drops. Which is lovely. She's bathing in blood. Like, lighten up. Yeah, a lot of people think that they'll get amazing runes from her. No. It's worth farming her if you do need those runes. And you can use them to upgrade because she will drop a lot of runes. But you'll get less runes but better runes from Travancore, Chaos Sanctuary, and anywhere where there's a lot of ghosts. If you're having trouble with Chaos Sanctuary, join Cow Games and go through bloody Arcane Sanctuary. Those crates at the end of Arcane Sanctuary are the same kind of crates, lower runes in them, but as the ones in Lower Kurest. Yeah, I believe her bonus table, I don't have it memorized right now, sadly. Otherwise, I could tell you for sure. But it's one of those things where it's like, it's an unimportant fact, so my brain loses it. But yes, her monster table can drop higher than her special table. And she cannot drop stuff like Zods or Cham or any of the like really high end like end game runes. Well, not high end, but end game runes. Let's see. Hey, squirrels, please stop. Oh, wow, that was a boss. Didn't even realize that.
I need mana.
Please shoot the frogs, thank you. Low? Yeah. Low would be her personal drops. And your chance of getting it from her personal drops are super slim. Because the best place to farm her is on... oh, that's going to be another sell for gold. Is going to be on players 1, where she's going to have less personal drops and more special drops. What are you fighting up here? Oh, wow. You really were fighting something worthwhile. I wasn't paying attention to her, and she was up here getting into big old fights. Ow! What are you? What the hell? No. Ouch. Whatever that was, that hurt. I don't even know what mods they had. But that was painful. That was like almost three-shotting me. Admittedly, I don't have Fade up, but still. Isn't there a YouTuber called Resonating Low or something like that? I seem to remember seeing a few of her videos. Just random thought from seeing Low mentioned. There's so many people that have created Diablo 2 content and then dropped off after like 15 videos. Hard to keep track. Let's see. I think we'll keep going top right. We're gonna have to come back and get the heart, the brain and the eyeball. Because they've supposedly patched the skip, but you can actually probably figure out ways to skip it in different methods. It's probably still cheaty ways. But if we can get to Kurast area and get those waypoints too, that's fine. And come back and wander through these mostly cleared areas. And yes, I am intentionally throwing these at the ones near the rogue first. So I can replace the shadow much easier. Because I've been neglecting my gold a bit much. Oh, wow. Just saw a bit of a growth there. Welcome people who just joined in. I am slightly concentrating right now, but I will get to you in a minute. Hopefully your evenings are going well and you're finding all the good stuffs. Okay, so I think this is going to be the place we want to be. So I'll actually put up a town portal here, because I think this is going to be where the Gidbin and everything is. And of course, Temple. How is Act 3? Absolutely horrendous as expected. Act 3 is always terrible. In Hell difficulty, at least. In earlier difficulties, immunities aren't as big of an issue. But in Hell difficulty, all these lightning immunes are just ouch. Just a whole layer of ouch. Because that guy's lightning immune. So all those shots, wasted. Hey! She doesn't have Mosaic. Greatest boss in Act 3 is Carpal Tunnel Syndrome. No. That's one thing that I'm glad is not in the game anymore. The having to click every single time you want to do something. That is one thing about Diablo 1 that was rather irritating. I know that some mods have kind of quality of life to that out. Shadow's just eating it over there.
I need mana.
Can customize keys for movement? Sort of. I don't think... I need to actually... Speaking of customizing keys, I need to test if I can actually play from my phone again. Because I know they broke it for a while. I don't know if they fixed it back to where I can do it again.
Not enough mana.
Without having to, like, get jank other software.
I need mana.
Go ahead and get you up. Get some corpse explosions to stop these little numpties here. Unfortunately, our corpse explosion radius, not very great. Because we haven't been investing in it. Come here. This... Oh, nope, not 3-socket. If that was 3-socket, it'd be great. For a 3-socket, ouch. But yeah, we could go with Kixen and do some Ubers. Will there be an Act 6? Nope. I can, like, pretty much guarantee there will not be an Act 6. Unless someone goes drunk. Because it wouldn't make sense. Act 6 was Diablo Immortal. Unfortunately. Okay, where are they hiding? Yeah, for the most part, we're staying back from this mercenary. No. I will thwack you on the nose. I already said. I got the newspaper ready there, mercenary. But anyway, doing all right, Paxonite? Are you Paxonite East or Paxonite North? What's my level? Too damn low. We're 68. I would recommend starting Hell in the 70s. For most people. Unless you are specifically trying to rush through. If they made an Act 6 means Tyrael opened a portal to somewhere. Question is, to where? I would think you'd have to do some time travel shenanigans to really squeeze it in. Because after the destruction of the World Stone, there really wasn't that much that did stuff. Mercenary? God damn it. You not be a complete imbecile for like 5 seconds. There we go. Got him. Portal to Diablo 1 Remaster. That would be hilarious. That I wouldn't mind too much. Portal to where Diablo Immortal never happened. That would definitely never happen, sadly. Blizzard can do a number of interesting and good things. But fess up to their mistakes is not one of them. Of course we get tree lurkers. You like Diablo 1 portal noises? I like the Diablo 1 portals, like, if they were to upscale them properly and all that kind of stuff, I think I would prefer them over the Diablo 2 portals. What, you guys don't own phones? My phone is now 6 years old from when I got it, so like 7 years old from when it was made, maybe 8. I don't buy flagship stuff. I am not an early adopter of a lot of things. Let's see. Shadow, please come here. The best thing about running a sorcerer for you is getting to control mercenaries better with teleport. Yeah, mercenary AI is absolutely atrocious. But unfortunately, mercenary AI in most games is absolutely atrocious. And yes, I know it's immune to fire. I'm knocking it back. Of course, we get the 2 lightning immunes starting out. That's kind of sucks. But this whole act is kind of rough for the trap assassin in general. We might do the run-through thing. Still wish they'd let me spam that.
I need mana.
And no, your shadow cannot get mosaic. Otherwise, that'd be hilarious. Went for a haircut and it's pretty meh looking, but telling it to the barber is a bit difficult. It depends on what kind of barber you went to. There's some barbers who cut for like the immediate appearance, but I have also known plenty of barbers who are like, yes, this is going to look rough the first like 2 days, but it'll look good the rest of the entire month. We're not dealing with that. I really wish my rogue would stop, like, attracting everything. Okay, so we've got the high corner on this one. That means low corner on the next. If we see the waypoint on our way... Ow, 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 ow. I did not see them because they're green. But, yeah, if we see the low point on our way through... I mean, the waypoint, we'll go ahead and hop on it. And yes, I am trying to not target them, but at the same time, they're making this a little difficult. You hope the Diablo 4 mercenary AI is good and doesn't talk all the way through the axe? Oh, they might. They might be jerks. I picked up keys. I don't need keys. That took its sweet time to open. Jeez. But yeah, the reason I don't aim at these guys usually is because they're going to keep running towards me. And if I land it in front of them, I'll keep them kind of stun-locked. The talking of mercenaries in Diablo 3. Usually there's a way to mute stuff like that, but yeah. Talking of allies in most games will get really grating, especially if the bark rate is too high. And you just keep hearing them every 5 seconds. It's one thing I'm not looking forward to on our playthrough of Diablo 3. Diablo Maker. Like Mario Maker. There's a Mega Man Maker. There's a not branded Zelda Maker. And there is, of course, Mario Maker. That kind of like spun off of the idea of RPG Maker. And they are kind of fun to mess with. I don't know how easy a Diablo Maker would be to make, though. Black magic bars our way, but the will of a Templar is stronger. And creating your own monsters would be kind of sporish. Is death available to make on non-ladder? Yes. Ladder and single player have access to all rune words, and non-ladder, which is online but not ladder, has access to all of them except for the 2.6 rune words. That's the problem with a lot of old sites, is they haven't updated that because they're still set for LOD. Oh god, as much as a giant Andariel would be hilarious, I cannot condone that because then we would not hear the end of it. Because most people didn't even realize she had pasties on in Lord of Destruction and Classic. And we're mad that she had pasties on in this one. It's like, my dudes, she's always had pasties. She has always had pasties. You'd see so many creepy ass Andariel upskirts, that's ridiculous. Nope, that's only in Classic and Lord of Destruction. If you're playing Lord of Destruction, death is ladder only, and you have to use a mod to get it in single player. Grab that. Rubies and amethysts I generally don't upgrade too often because I use them to make stuff. Oh yeah, we're keeping some of those. I need to keep some of the flawed as well if we come across them. I just keep forgetting to grab them. That's for upgrading runes, by the way. Generally speaking, if you're trying to conserve space, I would keep 2 of each. Chipped, flawed, whatever, if you're going to do any kind of upgrading. If you're not going to upgrade runes and you're just going to trade for them, get rid of them. Those are pasties. I had the art book. But yeah. The actual classic Diablo 2 art book. I used to collect those. I don't anymore. We're 1 gold short. Because I put it all in the shared stash. That's not a big issue. Okay, let's go get the Gidbin. Not looking forward to this. Especially since my mercenary decided gung-ho was the mode for the encounters of these guys. You'd like to suplex Diablo? Then I would have to always name my barbarian Sabin. Where the fuck are you doing up there? Shadow? You confuse me sometimes. Let's abandon the summoning person that keeps me alive. I'm just trying to take it easy through here, because this place is going to hurt if I don't. But as soon as we get through Act 3, I will be a little bit less on edge. We'll still have to deal with the Gloams in Act 4, but I think I can survive it. And yes, I am literally picking up stuff for gold, so I'm picking up armors. Where's our Shadow going? Shadow, back here, please. Ow! Okay, that's fine.
What a delicious blade.
Mithril coil we could craft a new belt with. In fact, I might do that. Because the item level here is decent enough. Our character level's not, but item level is. That we can actually get some decent mods on it. Our character level is absolutely atrocious for crafting, but it's fine. Not the end of the world, is it? It's the end of the world as I know it, and I feel my spine. Sorry, I know, dumb jokes. Do I need gold, man? No. I mean, I wasn't paying super close attention to my gold, so I let it get kind of low while doing Act 2. Because I kept running into just, like, every lightning immune spawn possible spawned. So our rogue was just going completely nuclear on herself. Just trying to die. And our shadow was doing what she's doing right now. Running behind us and hiding in a corner. Because she's just like that. Okay, this looks like it's going to be stairs. Yep. And I will be scouting in here because of the unfortunate reality that we have those undead flares. Which will probably one-shot me even with Fade Up. Because we do not have dex. We have like 2% block. Let's see. I thought there were... Oh, I see friends. Yeah, hell difficulty for this character is not terrible. It's just not great. Because we do have to deal with just a ton of nonsense and immunities. Which is one reason, one of the main reasons I don't like the fact that Sunder Charms are the way they are, is that you have to beat the game before you can get them. So they kind of defeat the whole point of removing the immunities. Because you've already ran past everything, and now you can just choose where to farm. Oh, no. Mercenary, please don't die. Did I make a guide for a Zerker Barb? Yes. Hey, Joaquin. Am I going to play Last Epoch multiplayer? Yes. I think probably after... Because we want to beat the... Wow, we don't have anything good against this guy. Yeah, he's just a pain in the ass. But I will be doing more after we get past the Diablo 4 beta. Where did our... Shadow, what the fuck? You were up there fighting it. Why did you come back? Oh, lordy. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. They're doing their things. Any... if you... Are you online or offline? Depends on the question. Because if you're online, go to some, like, free stuff games or crap like that, and get yourself some angelic rings and one other part of the angelic set. And you'll be fine. Because angelic set gives you a ton. We can actually show it off. We found one of each. Online ladder. Yeah, just... You can probably trade P gems for the angelic set at this point. But I'll just show you real quick before we go deeper in there. Because we still kept it. There's the angelic saber, and we just have the ring on still. But... See, that's not too much right there. But if you have this and like the amulet, or this and the sword, or the armor, just one other piece, you can actually get massive attack rating per level, and that will boost it a ton. Now, how it applies to the stack isn't super, but it's good. It's good enough. But yeah, without it, you don't have that bonus. There's also Tankreds can do some similar things. And Kleglaws, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. It's either Kleglaws or Hasarus. But yeah, a lot of the low sets actually give you attack rating. Saigons is another good one, because that gives you attack speed and attack rating. And the full set itself is not bad. Probably the least useful part of it is the armor. Go ahead and get corpse explosions going. Yeah. And those are the guys that I'm scouting for. I just saw him pop in there. I'm going to scout this way. Yeah, those little undead flayers are my worst enemy. Yeah, Eth runes are decent for minus defense, but you have to realize they actually have a lower percent effect on act bosses, which is where you're going to run into most of the issues. That's one reason why I don't usually just outright recommend Eth unless you find like a unique and can put a single Eth in it, or one of the socketed uniques and can put. Oh, you're about to do Hell Ancients? Cool. Yeah, it's just it's not a pleasant feel. Okay, so those are minions of something. I don't see their boss. I think we might have killed him in the initial little pack. When you accidentally kill the worst enemies in here just by trash side fire. Okay, level 3. Okie dokie. We do not have Dragonflight, otherwise I would use it to kind of skip some of this one. This one is... I'm trying to remember what layout this is. I think it's this way. I don't think the undead ones can spawn in here, but I could be wrong. Usually I just zip on through because there's not a lot of enemies that spawn in here. And thanks to the grates, I can scout areas that I haven't been to yet, or that cannot threaten me directly. I think it's up left. Could be wrong. Because this could just be to the dead end that views it from the side.
Impossible.
Oh, I didn't unload it. Oops. I forgot to unload it when we went down. Yeah, Stygian dolls, oh my god, they're a nightmare. Magic ring does you no good. Does it do me any good? I mean, it resists. I would actually like the replenish life on it, but we don't have that option. And we've sort of broken him. He's not quite able to get there because he can't figure out a path around us. There you go, buddy. We let you by. Yeah, Stygian dolls are a royal pain in the booty. Let's see. What rune did I need for this one? Oh god, YouTube, shut up. I just happened to look over at the YouTube dashboard for this. It's like, now would be a good time for an ad. Fuck you. No, it wouldn't. Is there an effect in the game that prevents steal life on hit? You swear sometimes you get... Well, it's not an effect or ability. It's actually a monster type. Because each monster has a leech ability. Like the amount it can be leeched from. And some enemies, that's 0. Like skeletons, that's 0. The only way to leech from them is life tap. So... Go. It is... This one is a tall rune. We can do that. Make ourselves a blood belt. Not good for our character, but... Might as well make one. Where is it? This is basically a roll on another rare belt. Open wounds. Hey, we got our replenished life and resists. Better resists. Da 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 da. Upgrades. Uprod. Nah, safety is plated, I think. But yeah. And you'd be surprised which ones have leech ability and which ones don't. There's also a similar thing for chill, if you're curious. Yeah, it's not the best belt ever, but it's better than what we were using. And with Fade, we have... Yay! We actually have double-digit cold resists. Okay, in we go. But yeah, I'll think about crafting more stuff as we go, because crafting is not a bad option for getting basic gear going. It's really something that you have some P-gems lying around, you keep the trash jewels. It's a free rare roll. Even if it's not of a type, like, we would rather have caster. Even though we don't use a lot of casting stuff, we do have a couple things that can be used by it. Well, Shadow's gonna die. Three, four, five. There's Witch Doctor Ndugu. He's only fire immune, thankfully. Unlike in Nightmare, where he was dual... Oh, nope, he's back to being dual immune. That's because he popped and turned into a lightning immune. Okay, I think they're gone. Blood rings can be decent early game as well, yeah. Strength, life, and the life leech, not really important, but we still need to go get our eye as well. Anything in there? We could craft a safety belt out of that. We have the stuff for it, I think. I always feel compelled to look it up because I can't trust my memory. But yeah, plated belt is also max slots, so... We have the strength for a monarch. Yes. So that's good as well. You always... Life, like flat life, is amazing as well. Magic Sash, Demon Hide, Spiral Sash for caster, yep. Oh, safety? I thought it was plated for safety. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's the light one. Am I thinking of hit power? Nope. I guess there isn't a plated one. Why am I thinking of a plated one? Probably because safety is plated, like, gauntlets and crap like that. Safety boots for kickstans? Yeah, it's an easy way to get a rare set of elite boots. Especially considering you can shop them pretty easily from, hell, like, merchants. Not him, but Ashira. But yeah, I just kind of create them on the side unless I'm doing specifically, like, amulets. So memorizing their formulas isn't really, again, something I regularly do. What do you need? Now, stuff like making black and stuff like that in proper bases, yeah, that one I do remember. Let's see. Greaves, Glorious Greaves. Nothing too amazing. No elites there that we can really use. And we don't have bad boots anyway. Could use better gloves. Shark skin for casters, yep. council's going to be a pain? Oh, absolutely. Abso-frickin-lutely. Especially considering we don't really have a high damage output. That's one of the main reasons I wanted runes. Okay, Spider Forest next. Let's get this one out of the way while we still know the layout of the place. You guys should be able to kill that. So that's where it goes into Flare. This is the top part of it, and it does seem to cut off. So it could be here. I'm guessing it's more likely up here. So we will check. Oh, we need to go up and right. We'll check along this way. Means we get to fight more annoying things here. Life regen would be nice. But we got it on our belt. And we don't need a ton of life regen. We just need enough that we don't have to, like, use our potion right now. Because, like, with our little bit of life regen, this will tick back up, provided we don't do anything stupid. I'm not looking for it to replace, like, being at half life and getting prayer or something like that. Yeah, it's not going to be here. That, and it would have to beat fire and lightning resist boots. Yeah, they're not great resist, but they help. Now, if I could guarantee plus skills on them, oh, hell yeah, I'd be going for them. I don't like those guys because I can't see them very well. Other than that, they're not terribly hard to beat. They're decent for solo self-found, absolutely. Something is hitting me. Or something did hit me. Let me switch back to that other screen real quick. I forgot to go back to where I can actually see moderation and stuff. No, I don't want to inject an ad. Please stop. YouTube is being very insistent that I play an ad for you guys. So if you get an ad, it's not me. I'm telling it no. I don't want to play an ad right now. I am very much a person who hates midstream ads. Like, if it's a video, yeah, it's not going to skip anything. But if it's a midstream ad, you're missing, like, a minute of the actual stream, of the actual content. Like, why? Why would I want to do that? Same reason I have them turned off on Twitch, too. What am I up at this hour for? What are you up at this hour for? Hi, Tell Mustard. Oh, goodness gracious. But yeah, mostly because my sleeping schedule is that of, like, child. No dolls or gloams, throne room, so you can just chill and watch. Ah, good luck. Good luck. Yeah, if you get that, you have better luck than me. But why haven't you farmed up Insight and you appreciate... Oh, Insight? Not really that important to this build. It's nice. It would be 100% nice to have. But right now, this actually helps us out more against Act Bosses. only time you'll get an ad midstream is if I have to leave the computer. Like if I have to use the bathroom or something like that. Trying to bleed to death, it's super annoying, so you have to work all night. No! People should stop trying to bleed to death. I have felt like I was before. But hopefully your night goes well and there's less bleeding. But yeah, Thorns, it's not as effective as it is for the Necro, because the Necro can drop amp damage and that just ramps it up to 11. But for us, it's still decent enough. We used it on Duriel. We're technically over our 2-hour mark, but I will live with that. I basically run my channel how I like to see channels run. Like, I don't mind mid-video ads. In fact, I actually kind of promote people to run ad block, or just get YouTube Premium, because that supports creators far more than watching even 1,000 ads. But dolls just want a hug. My luck, I usually end up with dolls and frickin' dolls and gloams in Worldstone. But I find midstream ads to be frankly offensive to encounter. I don't believe in punishing people for not paying me money. And that's kind of how I view midstream ads. And the fact that YouTube keeps popping up that I should make them kind of pisses me off. It's literally, it's on my tablet. It's not even on my like normal monitor. It's on my drawing tablet that it's showing it. Because that's where I keep my stream health monitor kind of dashboard thingy. Which is, this is main monitor. To the right is my streaming, like all the buttons I can press and chat. And to the right of that, like out of my peripheral vision, is the monitor thing that I look at every now and then. And I keep seeing this blue thing pop up in my peripheral. I'm like, is there an alert? Is it having problems? No. It's telling me I need to play a freaking ad. Sorry, I shouldn't rant on that too much, but I do talk YouTube shop a lot. Because it's something that I enjoy doing YouTube. It's just one of those things. But so it becomes part of like my hobbies, so I talk about it. That's why a lot of creators, you can probably easily distract them into it unless they're very much extremely not interested in that stuff. Of course, there's all kinds of different ethics whenever it comes to creators. There's definitely plenty of bad creators and extremely money-centered creators. I know that a lot of like partnered advice, here's how to maximize your income things, say to put an ad like every minute. Let's see. Do you think Merc with Insight, Cure, Prayer, and Blood Armor is 1 to 3%? 1 to 3. The Blood Armor wouldn't matter, but you'd actually want either Fortitude or plus skills. But the Insight, Prayer, and Cleansing thing is actually a triple dip of Prayer. So it does help out several builds. Okay, this we shouldn't have any problems with. It's going to be Fire and Poisons. Early on, Blood Armor would be fine early on. I don't particularly like Blood Armor. Where is our rogue? There's our rogue. But yeah, the life recovery from the 3 triple dip is probably the main thing you'd be going on. It would still die sometimes, because prayer is not like, oh my god, I'll never die kind of situations, but it helps. It's one of those things, like, if you're running an energy shield source, that it becomes extremely, extremely useful. Blood armor, just because you can get it. I would say probably if we're looking at budget armor, treachery. Mine is rocking garbage. And slightly not garbage. We found that from... I forget where we found that. I think it was Nightmare. Might have been early hell. And then she's running an edge bow. It's literally stuff we picked off the ground. But mercenaries will die a lot. That's just kind of a given. Yeah, if it was +2 skills, I'd actually probably use it. Run a elemental Zon. Oh, there goes the shadow. I need to get Mercenary out of there. She's going to die. Come on, Mercenary. I'm going to step up here just to pop her into the spot next to us. Wow, hi. I did not expect you to be right there. Okay, Max, you're healing. He's not lightning immune. Shadow's blocking her. Okay, there, we got him. That was a little bit more painful than I wanted. You love playing single player? Generally speaking, so do I, but consider... Oh, I pressed the healing... fine. Fine. Fine.
Good day.
Bite me, game. I didn't notice she was heavily poisoned. I just noticed she was poisoned. Normally she'd survive that. Let's go revive her. But yeah, single player is where I enjoy my time. Because it's more relaxing, and I don't have to worry about, like, trading or anything like that if I want to actually keep up with my own characters, because it's single player. And also single player has a bit higher enemy life, so I have to build my classes a little bit more sturdy so they can actually survive a bit longer. Whereas online, it's just like glass cannon is the way to go. Because yes, playing online and offline is a little bit different. Grab that. Yeah, we need more. Okay, we want Shadow down here, please. Did they? Oh, they did. I didn't realize they died. We still have Big Ampy Boy, by the way. The loot grind. I like building a bunch of different characters. Most of my farming is literally playing new characters. That's one reason why I have so many rares and stuff like that, or I'll do random builds and test them. I much prefer that to just, like, grinding Lower Cuirass 97 times in a minute. You just had a World Stone Keep that was wall-to-wall with flares and blow darts. It is 100% a bullet hell game. Diablo 1 became bullet hell whenever we got us to a certain point as well. Oh, dual immune. It just had to be you. We're going to lose our mercenary again, by the way. Because that Cesark is going to probably murk our merc. Being amp damage sucks, especially whenever you lag. Holy fuck. Nope. Get out of here. Oh, lordy, that lag spike just fucked me over. Okay. Let's get rid of the nonsense that came. Yeah, I started late. I wasn't too concerned about it. I don't race for ladder. I have a personal rule that's kind of like for mental health that I don't do competitive gaming anymore. Whenever I do fall into competitive gaming, it's not healthy for me. Because I will get a bit too into it. Offline, it's still Go Mule for me. Let's see. There's Dingus. Why is he after me instead of the... There we go.
Not enough mana.
Come over to those. Boom, boom. We'll drop some death sentries there. Oh, he's regenning, unfortunately. So we need to lure him there. And then piss off this way. And there she lies. Dead as a bloody doornail.
Not enough mana.
Okay. You never even play online? Some reason you wanted to participate this time, though? There's one of the main reasons I'm online right now is because, frankly, they released a bad patch. And the trap thing, like the minus resist from on traps, doesn't work offline for whatever reason. And they haven't pushed the hotfix out, even though they've hotfixed it online. Which is frustrating to me. Like, for Switch and stuff like that, I understand. You have to get it approved by, like, Nintendo, by PlayStation, by all of them. For PC, you don't. You run the platform that distributes it. Just give it to us. Let us have the hotfix. It doesn't matter if there's, like, 7 of them. I know, yes, console players would complain about it not coming to them at the same time. That's when you say, we're waiting for approval from Nintendo. Ba-doom. Done. It's all said and done. But alas, my ass, they don't do that. Unless they're just wanting to force people to play ladder, which I don't want to think that way.
What do you need?
But could be. I don't think the people in charge of it over at Blizzard are that way. But I've been wrong before. And I will probably be wrong again. Okay. Anyway, we got the 2 of the annoying ones out of the way. But yeah, Crescent Moon would make this go a lot quicker. And yeah, these, not too bad. Is this game any good looking for a new game to play? It's pretty good. If you're looking for, like, modern quality of life stuff, it may not always hit the spot, because there are a lot of things that are definitely a sign of its times. It's from the early 2000s. Well, it's actually from 2000. If a Crescent Moon, you would trade for off ladder stuff. I actually give stuff away at the end of the ladder. That's one reason why I don't take stuff from people. That, and you should be enjoying your stuff and getting better deals than I could give you. I generally don't take stuff from viewers unless there's like a really good reason for it, because frankly, you should be enjoying the stuff that you farmed. not some streamer that you're watching. If that makes sense. That's my stance on it, at least. I know it's not a common one. But yeah, I enjoy Diablo. You're asking it on a channel that is pretty much Diablo 2 based. If you're looking for a more modern action RPG that's fun to play, Last Epoch is a good one. It's felt like that. But oh god, fanaticism and might? What the crap? Okay, immune to lightning. That's not good. Okay, so they're dead. That's fine. Those, if memory serve, have a drop pattern similar to Ghosts. But Last Epoch is a good one. Grim Dawn is showing its age a little bit, but it's still a really good game and has a decent modding scene and doesn't require always being online. Whereas Last Epoch sort of does. There's Path of Exile, which is free to play, but requires fairly significant time investment.
I need mana.
Diablo 3 is a bit more arcadey. You usually play stuff like City Skylines, RimWorld, looking to try something new. Oh, that's a tough one to come over to this on, because they're not really a good analogy for it. But action RPGs are... I play both those games. I suck at RimWorld, though. Don't ask me to play RimWorld on stream. I will not, because I am bad at it. But for an action RPG that's loot based, I would probably go with Last Epoch as like the best foot forward right now. Just because it combines a lot of good things that people request from other them. Have I played Wolcen? Yes. I actually have it. There are things I like about Wolcen and things I don't like about Wolcen. Wolcen was a buggy mess when I played it, though. I hear they've improved it a bit. Let's get some explodey bits in there. But this game is a little bit, just due to its age, it's a bit less forgiving if you're used to modern gaming conventions. Yeah, don't do Diablo Immortal. That shouldn't be. I actually have a video. Come on, mercenary, please just stop being a dumbass. I actually have fucking hell, a video coming up that I haven't finished editing yet. That will cover which Diablo to start with. It is the granddaddy of the genre. Now, if you're looking for lore, Diablo's pretty... It's lore heavy, but not in-game. You get most of it from, like, external sources. Books, stuff like that. Hero Siege? You've been playing Torchlight 2 a long time ago. It's like this. Yep, Torchlight 2 is a really good one. Torchlight 2... I'm gonna get flack for this in chat. It is the better action RPG out of the two, but this one has better kind of character building is pretty much the only way I'd describe it. The character... I always feel more invested in my Diablo 2 characters than my Torchlight 2 characters. That's one reason why I have a hard time actually finishing Torchlight 2. It's not that the game is bad, it's just that it starts to feel like I'm just doing the accounting rather than playing the game. Torchlight 1 was amazing, though. Even though it wasn't multiplayer. And are you actually wanting multiplayer, or are you more of a single-player-y person? Okay, so we've got those up there. Sorry for concentrating. This is actually a pretty rough pack right here. We'll just remember that we got the battle axe. I'll identify it so you guys can see it, but I don't want to even waste my space on that.
I need mana.
Yeah, if you're used to Torchlight 2, this would be a good one to pick up. But yeah, there's the Chieftain. It's not a terrible axe, but... this is the only game that I've really felt like being super optimized and stuff like that is actually kind of fun in. Please do not wander off and attract stuff, Mercenary. I just saw you walk in there. Okay, this is going to be another tough fight. Because if I remember correctly, Battle Maid Serena is lightning immune. I don't want to get close enough for my Mercenary to go in there. Do you think allowing Dragonflight to be used without a target would be bad? It'd just be a teleport with a cooldown. For better or for worse, so... it would be no worse than teleport. You would think it's terrible, though, like the level requirements, level attack speed. Well, yeah, it's not S tier kind of weaponry, but if you find that as an axe barb in normal, actually not bad. It's more contextually good, if that makes sense. Which is one thing that I think is lost a lot by a lot of strategy guides and like various build loadouts. It's like, here is the end game stuff only. There's a reason why I mention stealth a lot, lore. I will often mention rhyme and sometimes Ancient's Pledge. Ancient's Pledge is kind of one of those that's just here and there. But it's shooting at something. They are tracking enemies. What are you tracking in here? There you go. Main reason I was being kind of cautious there is I don't feel like dealing with that nonsense. And that's actually one area the Hammerden struggles at, which I appreciate. And for those wondering, my poll about should we nerf Hammerden was actually kind of in response to comments on the Assassin video. Because it seems to be a very common thing on there for people to be like, well, why don't you ask them to nerf the Blizzard source or the Hammerden? I'm a proponent of balancing them to A tier. Give me more magic immunes, and then give the Necromancer some way to pierce magic immune. That would balance out the two magic damage builds in the game. You have the Berserker Barb, that's already balanced by being melee and not leeching. It's like, okay. I have enough gold for that, it's just in my stash. And no, we will not be making a Hodo before the end of this. Yeah, Magic Arrow, I don't usually count that as a magic damage build, because you don't build around Magic Arrow. Magic Arrow is a support for other things. Low-level uniques for new characters, but the level requirement is high. By the time you get the barb to level 19, whatever you're using is definitely better than that. Malice, usually. Just leave your Javazon alone. Javazon I'm not as bothered by, because it's very limited on its farming places until Sundered was introduced. Sundered did kind of throw it around for a bit of a loop, but... yeah. So this Fireclaw Druid you're playing is probably your first real melee D2 character. Melee can be very rough if you're not prepared for it. the Fireclaw Druid is not the worst melee character to learn on. Usually I say I would start with a Paladin, Zealot, just boom, straight into start normal as a Holy Fire Zealot with just Holy Fire, resist fire, and Zeal, just enough Zeal to get your number of hits in. Then in Nightmare, you switch to a Fanatic Zealot, or if you find good gear, you can switch to other ones, but it's just safer because he's just, despite having less life than the Druid by like a massive margin, his block rate makes up for it. And how easy it is to get that block rate. It's the best starter melee. I would say probably the most fun melee for me is... Ooh. It used to be Bear Druid. Melee Sorceress is a lot of fun. But, yeah. The Fireclaw Druid is actually a fairly decent starter melee one. I go Bear, though, with it. To make it bearable, because Shockwave plus Fireclaw, mwah. What build would I like to see buffed the most? I want to see Vengeance buffed, specifically. I would like to see Bone Necro buffed a bit. Bring his PVM damage output up. And I know that's going to piss off a lot of people that I say Bone Necro, because, oh my god, PvP! Just nerf PvP damage on it. I don't care. I'm not as concerned about PvP whenever it comes to actually balancing the game for most people. Despite PvP being popular, most people don't play PvP. PvP is not super common. It is just a very vocal and very active small player base. Just like modded gameplay is a very vocal, very active small player base. The average player is not going to install a mod. They're not going to go seeking out to fight people. Very few people even play hardcore. Delirium build proc doll. AR is definitely the issue for melee builds. Either you get enough level, or you just need to pick equipment and skills to add to AR. Even getting a lot of attack rating will not always give you a good chance to hit if you're way under leveled. Like right now, my chance to hit would be god awful if I was playing, like, say, well, this is an assassin. We can actually get auto hit if we get a charge, but Whirlwind's a weird beast. Whirlwind would get buffed by good low-level rune words. Because once you get to the end game with Whirlwind, it's literally right-click to win. It's a relatively easy one to just destroy everything with once you get it to that end game gear. But getting to that end game gear is frustrating, to say the least. Oh, there it is. I was like, where are you fighting something? Yeah. But your average player will come in, play for a few hours on the weekend, have a life during the week, and go do other things. Oh, I only play hardcore and single player nowadays. The only one I would even, like, hazard playing online would be, like, Necromancer, probably. But that's just because he's able to survive lag. Which is your greatest enemy in hardcore. It's not the game that's your greatest enemy. Hi, Zealots. Your cousins were fire immune. Why can't you be fire immune too? But yeah, I have a few hardcore characters that I had offline in previous patches. I haven't migrated them over. They're in my backup character folders. We did a hardcore run-through for Lord of Destruction as well. Pre-resurrected. You set a goal to beat hardcore single player with every class. Gave up on Necro and Bard because they... Necromancer... I like Necromancer. So I'm a little bit biased, but for me, Necromancer hardcore is Bone Necro all the way. It's a bit slow because his damage is way lower than the Paladins. Actually, one way that they could boost the Necromancer is just make the make concentration work on bone skills too. Oh god, this is gonna yep, there we go. Run away, mercenary. You're ranged. Don't try to tank shit. Swear. Yeah, mercenary's sitting here trying to just, I'm a tank. No, you're not. You're a rogue. Stop. Druid was painfully slow on hardcore as well because you went summoner until they buffed shockwave. They didn't intentionally bump it. I have said it since I did the video on the bloody shockwave druid. They need to have made that amount of damage standard. Just fix the tooltip and let it be as it is. That's the only thing that needed to be changed. But no. I think Shockwave was at like a very good point because it wasn't overpowered. Yes, you could get it up to like decent if you just went ham on it. But for your average player, you're not going to feel that. And even for good builds, you're not going to feel that. You're only going to feel it if you're going ham on it and going glass cannon. And farming very specific areas that don't have a bunch of really long-range enemies that will just nuke you from afar. Okay, let's go here. Trap. Scout. Scouting with traps. Yes, our attack speed is relatively slow. That's why we're not dropping a ton of granadas. And we still haven't gotten our 4-socket Monarch yet. Zeal, for the most part, is enjoyable, rewarding for you. You hit a wall in hell and slowly had to upgrade them. Yeah, Crushing Blow will help you a lot with that wall, by the way. Crushing Blow is actually a fairly solid thing to just grab on them. Just make Thul IO Nef in a 3-socket club, and you're good to go. And our Shadow is going and picking fights that she probably can't win. Yeah, she definitely can't win that. Who'd you pick a fight with? Oh, lovely. A thing that's lightning immune. Don't come running back to me because you picked a fight you can't handle. Smiter playthrough. Smiter playthrough is one of those weird things that can be really frustrating if you don't have good mana control. Oh, yeah. I swear to God, our Shadow is causing me to have more problems than anything right now. There we go. Good for you. Okay. Mana control, yeah, because Smite can't actually leech. So you have to keep an eye on your mana, otherwise you can run out of it in the middle of a battle and start swinging your actual weapon. That's one of the like downsides of a smite. Now, if you can get some life tap going from like a wand or something like that, it can actually be kind of fun. Where is our... Oh, our shadow died. It's like, where is she? She dead. All the zealots. Good God. Fine. We are just trying to ignore the shadow, but the shadow keeps dragging everything from the level towards us. Downside of shadow. Can the shadow be as good as the Valkyrie? Not quite. She can do more damage than the Valkyrie. But her survivability is always going to be lower. Just by the nature of what she is. I swear to God. Shadow, stop leading them the fuck back to me and then disappearing off in a corner. That's actually getting on my nerves a little bit. She's going up there, she's finding enemies, and then just screwing off to the corner. And it's like, no, you need to fight them if you draw them. She's like the bad player. Bad player in an MMO. And then we have Rogue here that's just like, I'm gonna stand in the fire. Fire's shiny. Caduceus? I actually don't know precisely how to pronounce that. I pronounce it Caduceus because of Critical Role, and I'm a bit of a fanboy. Fuck's sake. Shadow, fucking stop. It's not that the D2 enemies are smart, it's that my Shadow's being dumb. And she's going... Here, after I kill these guys, I'll point exactly where she's going to find all these idiots. She's going up there to find all the idiots and get me killed. And it's getting on my nerves. Pissing me off, damn it, man. She needs to just be shanked and stop. Mercenary, fall back. Don't be a dumbass. Said mercenary, not shadow. Fine. Let's see if we can reset them by going to the town portal. The enemies aren't being smart. My minions are being dumbasses. They frankly need to go just like rot in hell right now. Unfortunately, we're already in hell. They're costing me like... They're giving me gray hairs, dang it. Yes, I have enough gold. Wish you could command your mercs like click on, come boy, this way. Well, most action RPGs since the release of this one have done that. They actually have attack and command buttons. But Diablo 2 never got those. And I don't see them implementing them because that would require more code. And yes, we do still need to go get the heart. We need to go get the heart. In the sewer. I'm not looking forward to the sewer either. Freedom fighter. Bale heard you didn't want to see Gloams in the throne room, and he became Captain Crunch and made oops all Gloams. I feel that. I feel that one. Okay, Shadow, can you behave this time and just draw in the 1? Thank you. There we go. Much better. And while she's going off dying, I will nuke the rest of this stuff. You're negative res, so you want to go whiz, but you don't want to lose those 2 skills. Depends on what kind of build you're running. If you're running a trap assassin, you don't really need Wizard Spike. But if you're running, say, like a sorceress who doesn't use energy shield, you might. Although sorceress should probably use Wizard Spike anyway, because you're going to get more damage off of that for a lot of her spells. There you guys go. Two, three, four, 5. Night Lords can go down pretty quick to that. You're an orb ball source? Ooh. Yeah, faster cast would probably be better. Wizard Spike. If I had to choose between Spirit and Wizard Spike, it'd be a tough decision, though. Maybe Spirit Shield and Wizard Spike. Sorry, I'm concentrating a little bit because this is getting kind of stupid. And I'm at the point where it's like 3 hours in, and I should probably be up doing my stretches. But I want to at least get the waypoint for Durance. You don't want to respec until you find a Monarch? Ah. You'd have to respec for Dex. Oh, for Wizard Spike, yeah. Yeah, you can wait to respec into it. Orb Baller, I'm not as huge of a fan now that Hydra's actually viable again. Just because of the nature of it. Because Hydra lets you shoot around corners. And by being a Hydra Orb build, you are essentially a baller as well. Anyway, because that's your main synergy for it. And you, like... Swear to God. Stop running away and stop attracting everything. I swear to God. Like, the AI just goes completely brick stupid every now and then. Where it's just like, I am going out of my way to drag everything to you and cause problems. Thank you. What would you say is the best hybrid source on a budget? Of course, Hydra Orb. Hands down. Without a doubt. Heavy focus on Hydra. For Orb, you just want level 20 Orb, level 1 Cold Mastery, and that's it. Everything else should be going towards the Hydra. I have beaten the game with Hydra Orb even before it was fixed. Relatively easily. There's our level up. There's a bunch of dead things. But yeah, the way you play it is you play it kind of like this, except you have a better direct fire. I try to save my respecs, so Just so I can play around with like weird and fun stuff. And 1034 life. Another level in Shadow Master, even though I bitch at her every 5 minutes. Why? Why did you go off that way? Stop it, you motherfucker. I swear to God, that thing wasn't even near us and you just beeline towards it to make us fight it. Stop.
Not enough mana.
Yeah, you generally shouldn't see the enemies. Mercenary fall back. Get you in there. Fall back. I need to fade. Go ahead and shoot him, mercenary. Shadow Master could see because they have first-person view. Wouldn't surprise me. Now my rogue's being a dumbass and not even coming to the fight. Come on, rogue, please, for the love of... No, you have to come up here. Don't just sit down there and hide in a corner. Oh, he's got teleport. Lovely. Come here. I saw you come down here. Sake. It's gonna be one of those days. Where did you go? Come on, Ismail. For the love of all that's unholy, please stop. There we go. Those guys with teleport can be a royal pain in the butt, because they'll go off and find one of those blizzard idiots and start healing themselves. Okay, yeah, we still have to find the heart, but still.
I need mana.
And there should be some lightning immune ones in here. Why the rogue tries to tank every 5 minutes like an imbecile. Thank you for the super chat. I am glad that they're helping you out. Which build did you end up building first? How much strength do you need for a Monarch? 156. And hi, Ahmed. Am I planning to switch to martial arts assassin after this? I have one of those in single player I can play. So probably not. I'm probably going to hunt down the stuff for minus resist on a trap assassin. So I can actually test that build out, since they didn't feel it worthwhile to actually hot patch single player. Yes, I will call them out on that. The most lackluster killing of an enemy ever. But yeah, I am glad the guides have helped you out. I will be having more in the future. Although I do want to do more reviews and stuff like that, and actually make this game have a bit, this channel have a bit more staying power long term. Because I enjoy doing YouTube, and I enjoy doing Diablo 2. Best place to find Wind Force? Level 85 areas usually. Zealot is still your favorite build after Javazon and Blizzard Source. Not the strong, but very tanky and versatile. Yes. That's the one thing that a lot of people underestimate about certain builds is just how tanky they are. A lot of people are about like, but optimal damage. Well, yeah, if they're not dead, it can suck, but still. Okay, this guy is... They are ganging up on me. I will just let this guy punch me in the face. Oh, no, no. No, 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 no. I need to be in the middle of that. So, God damn it. Please target me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that... The Hydras will rip apart your mercenaries because they don't seem to ever want to fix that bug. I don't know why they don't want to fix that bug, but the bug is basically... It treats them as PvP. So they do a ton more damage. Where is our shadow? There she is. But Hydras are a bit weird thing. It's a bug with how they deal damage. Oh, mercenary, please walk away from the damn wall. Keep just standing in that. Thanks for all the videos. First time watching the stream, but you've watched... Hey, I am glad that you are enjoying the videos. The stream is just bonus content. And now my mercenary... I talked mean to my mercenary. Now she's not going to do anything. There you go. Never talk mean to your mercenary. Hey, that's one of the reasons why these streams are a bit easier to answer questions on than in comments, because frankly YouTube just doesn't ever show me all my comments anymore, and I don't know why. It's very strange. Like, I will get alerts on my phone, I'll go to check the comment, it'll be gone. Like, it won't be in my studio, I won't be able to pull it up on my phone. I'll be able to see, like, the first sentence. So, I won't be able to respond to it. You want your money back if Hydra build sucks, though? Well, it doesn't suck. Just go straight plus skills on it. You don't need faster cast for it. Only thing you need faster cast for on it is teleporting, and even then, all you do is you drop the Hydras and they'll scout for something, and you just shoot an orb through. I did actually do a build guide on that one if you need help going through it, like, specifics. Okay, so we've got that. We've cleared that. We can smash that after we go and get the last part, which is our heart. Orcs have the AI of a baby bird. Can't figure out stairs and doors. They can't figure out walls. They cannot figure out freaking walls. This is a solid object? Mind Blast versus Convert. I don't like conversion skills in any game. Have a good one, tasty soup. Hydrosaurus is safe. Great for hardcore, yeah. Hate going through the Arcane Sanctuary with your mercenary. As a melee character, yes. As a ranged character, as a ranged character, I just don't care, because 90% of the time I'm either doing lightning or cold, and that means that I can kill everything except for the vampires if I'm cold. I can kill everything except for the towers if I'm lightning. And the towers are useless. Let's see. Quest log, that's done. We need to go get ourselves the eye. Which is up this path. Yeah, Arcane Sanctuary can be tough for certain builds. Maggot Layer is the one that really kind of stomps around a lot of builds, because frankly, you run into situations where your stuff just will shoot into walls or not actually shoot. If you're using deployables, minions will get in your way. Necromancer and Sorceress are pretty much the ones who, like, shine there. I am so afraid of just going around a corner and finding some players in here. So you will see me scouting. Okay, so we got poison immune, which is fine. Max Orb, 1 point Cold Mastery, and everything else into Hydra. Well, Hydra and Fire Mastery. Thing to remember with Fire Mastery and Hydra synergies, just as a quick little update here, just to keep your kind of points in check on it. Fire Mastery works with plus skills. The synergies don't. And synergies apply before masteries. They're multiplicative. So let's say... So you have your max Hydra. A lot of point there. Then you do your synergy. All the multipliers from synergies apply. That is your Hydra damage without mastery. And then you stack mastery on top of that. So sometimes it may be worth getting the synergy points, even if it's a smaller percent than your mastery. The math behind it, there's whole freaking spreadsheets out there for it. Generally speaking, I just kind of wing it. You'll do enough damage either way. But if you're really wanting to min-max it, there are spreadsheets out there for it. If you have a lot of plus skills, especially, yes. If you don't have a lot of plus skills, it starts to get wibbly-wobbly. Okay, so we got dolls. Well, at least we don't have lightning immunes. We've got cold immunes. And we've got explodey boys. You're only level 75? I mean, hell's not going to be a cakewalk at 75 for any build unless you are really kind of stacked for gear. But you should be fine at 75 to get through hell. What skill did you get on the Ormus robes? Lucky find, by the way. Normally, I get really crappy Ormus robes. That's why you rarely see me use them in videos, because I haven't found good ones. Hey, Boa, how's it going? How was your stream going? I saw you were leveling up. Did you hit 95? This is the real question. Firewall is kind of like third in line for me. As far as like easy to go through once. But Firewall is fun. It just requires a lot more patience. Ooh, a chip topaz. Just what we don't need. You use Ormus robes with your Ice Zon on North... Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. Ormus spawns with different plus skills? Yes. It will spawn with any non-level 30 skill. So it cannot spawn with orb, masteries, stuff like that. Hey! It's to keep me company. Ah. Welcome to the sewers. Sorry if it smells funny in here. There will be swearing. But mostly at these two little... Well, she just teleported over there. But these two folks up here will be who I'm swearing at 90% of the time. Just as a heads up. They're special. But anyway, welcome to the murder of the undead currently. Because they're not really... I'm just glad I didn't get any more lightning immunes. Although we just got a bunch of those. Run away, please. Thank you. It's sad I'm using my mercenary for that. You hit level 95. Congratulations. I am glad you guys are making progress. Oh, lordy. So you are going to be covering Diablo 4 as well, right, Boa? Because I might do some online stuff. And my sleep schedule is completely screwed up, so we might run into each other if I end up on servers that we actually both can work with. Because both of us have crappy internet. E4 range rogue? Ah, I'm going necromancer. Because I always go necromancer first. Probably minions. Just to troll some people. It's at this point that it's kind of like... It's reached a point where people get so pissed whenever I go summoner. Level 2 on your Fury Zon, still using a Rhyme Bone Shield. Honestly, Rhyme is not a bad shield. Yeah, it's a cheap and it's a starter shield, but cannot be frozen on a shield is a pretty good deal. With a little bit of magic find, no, you're not going to find too many things better on a budget. especially for a shale and an eth of all things. So, I am a huge proponent of rhyme. We could make one as well right now, but I'm saving my runes. Especially on hardcore, it's kind of important to get that cannot be frozen, because getting frozen can get you stuck in places. Especially for an attack speed based build, cannot be frozen is super important. Aw, we killed it over the moat. No drops. On to Mephister. Because this is the last part we needed. We just kind of glossed over it. Go. Gotta cook dinner. Well, thanks for dropping in, Boa and Raiders of Sorts. I need to add you to the list for it. Go ahead and allow that. There we go. It's weird that the reflection of the lightning bolts is a series of balls instead of a line. That's probably just because the lighting engine is underwhelming. Because I forget what engine they remade this in. I think it's Unreal. But I could be wrong. God knows I've been wrong several times. Okay, Travancore, let's go down. You want a Death Sash? Got the gloves. Death Sash gambling? I would just trade for it if you're online. Because it's going to be relatively cheap, but it is a really good belt to upgrade. Let's see. Let's smash ourselves thing. I don't know why this one always takes 2. I know why the Hellforge takes 3, because that's the cinematic, but that's a whole different spiel. 5 open socket Eth Colossus Blade any good? Grief base for Barb? I'm more of a Phase Blade fan for Grief, because Grief doesn't give percent enhanced damage, so you're not going to get a lot out of it on a non-Phase Blade. Notice that the shadows are fake. The torches on the environment don't actually cast shadows as they should. The people that didn't bother testing the video settings until the internet told you, that looks like a new game. I adjust my video settings down, oddly enough, because it makes recording and streaming easier. Speaking of which, I need to flash the record. Generally, I try to only record in 2-hour segments. We're at 3 hours now. I want this waypoint, damn it. I don't want to have to fight through the council again to get to it. Oh, Stygian dolls and cadavers. That's not the worst thing ever. Got lightning enchanted Stygian. When in doubt, hide behind your meat shields. Let's see. And yes, this is on ladder. This is... I just play solo on ladder, though. And I started late, so there's not really a big deal about it. Speaking of phase blades... Oh, oof. Oh, the sharpness thing. It hurts my eyes, so I don't tend to do that. But I also have a tendency to be very prone to, like, motion sickness and stuff. Probably. I'll probably finish off Mephisto off today, even if we get the waypoint first. Just because, why not? By that point, we've probably already cleared half of level 2. We are... Do we have an antidote anywhere on the ground? No, of course not. Because despite having... Oh, we don't have good poison resist. Despite having positive poison resist, it's hurting. I need an antidote. Stat. Ah, lordy, no. I should have scouted first. That almost hurt. That's not good for visuals to be too sharp. Well, it kind of actually ruins the visuals. The sharpness thing is more for like outlines and stuff like that. There's a whole spiel I can go on to stuff about it. There's a time and place to use sharpness. Generally, game settings are not one of them unless you have particular issues with your settings. Oh, there goes our mercenary. I was distracted. Why did you kill her? They murdered her, you fools! Now she doesn't have thorns. Let's go ahead and go here, and I will revive Mercenary. But yeah, I can show you guys what it looks like. It's not going to, like, destroy me. I have it on 8, for those of you that are wondering. That's what it looks like. And what it does... I have it set on Z yet? No, I don't. Nope. Options. Gameplay, controls. Let's go ahead and set the zoom thing. If we zoom in, you can see it looks kind of pixely on these things. That's because it's basically bumping the contrast on the edges. So it doesn't actually help the look. It's just adding noise. And that actually can throw me off because it doesn't do well with motion and stuff like that as well. But yeah, there's a lot of settings you can do in here. For me, I actually have a lot of the settings at high or very high. And I have the smoothing effect, which is basically the anisotropic filtering, is actually pretty much the opposite of sharpness. And then you have resolution scale if you want to run it at low resolution, bump it up. But I run it at 1080p. I'm not going to run it at higher resolution because streaming and stuff like that is a pain at higher resolution. And then I cap it at 60 FPS because that is what I am streaming at, so might as well just match it. Because you're not going to be streaming it at 120. Not on YouTube and not on Twitch. Not in this system. I had to do an upgrade to do some art stuff. Basically cut into my savings a lot, unfortunately, which kind of sucked and had me considering actually selling some of my game collection for it. But I'm holding out on that right now. In hopes that things will smooth out. But, yeah. The old system had a 1080. Which was fine. The 1080 is perfectly fine. I just needed more RAM on my system and I needed more VRAM. So... that's where it was. But this one's actually working pretty good. This is a... I have it over there. I always forget what model it is. 6700 XT. I forgot to grab the gold. That's the whole reason I went there. Zoomancer lazy as ever? Yes. Hydras are working, but kind of slow when farming meth. What level do you have all your stuff? Got a 2070 RTX Super, works great. Yeah, I don't run RTX stuff, so I don't really bother with RTX. That's why I settled for this, because I got this for about the price of, oh crap, a 2060, I want to say it was. Not even a TI. It was like the base 2060. I got it for like $100 less than that. So, it works for it. Oh, yeah, I was going to get gold. Keep getting distracted. Slow compared to Blizzard for Mephisto, yes. But for clearing the game, it'll get you through the game quite quickly. You won't need to actually farm more stuff to get through the game with it. I think we beat Hell difficulty at like 70 something. last time I ran one on camera.
Yes.
So, yeah. They're just one of those that you don't have to put yourself in harm's way for. Okay, let's check this way. We'll worry about those guys if we have to go back that way. Which we do. Am I planning on getting Diablo 4? I got it for the channel. I don't know if I'm going to regret it or not. I figure since it's kind of partially my job to test it at this point, I don't recommend anybody pre-order it until they've actually seen a creator they have similar tastes to try it. Whether that's me, whether that's Wanderbot, whether that's Llama, whether that's, I don't know, Filthy Frank. I don't know why Filthy Frank came to mind there, but sure. But until you have a creator that you have similar tastes to cover it, I would not pre-order any game. That is just one of those things. And it would have to be a creator you trust. Because there are a lot of people... There's actually one guy who I'm actually banned from chat from, even though I didn't actually say anything about it in his chat. I just pointed out that the trees would kill him in a game. But there's a lot of creators who will take the free copies and they'll take a sponsorship stream and they will totally just be like, nah, I love this game. They're paying me to play it. No, I don't do that shit. I find that shit disgusting. Shadow, you are replaceable. Stop running away.
Not enough mana.
Some people are just really interested in the story. Oh, let's see. I missed some of the conversation. I think it's going to be just like D3, which makes you sad. You'd actually argue against it. Some people are really just interested in the story. If you're really just interested in the story, watch a Let's Play. Like, seriously. There are some games that are not worth playing. But I would say don't pre-order it. Wait until you hear about it. If it looks like something you're going to enjoy, buy it. Straight up support that shit if you think you're going to enjoy it. But... spending the money before the product's in hand and before you've actually seen anything about it, not usually the best of ideas. Unless there is like a really good value add in that pre-order, and frankly there isn't. Not in this one. And by value add, I usually mean like content. Which case, I always find that kind of shady in and of itself too, but that's a whole different discussion. A shadow self-preservation instinct. Yeah, the shadow's self-preservation is absolutely garbage. Do I think I'm going to enjoy it? My thoughts on Diablo 4 is I'm going into it tentatively. I think it will be a fine game. I think it will be functional. I think there's going to be lag out the ass during the beta, both of them. But... I think it's going to be very games as a service. Have a good one, sus. Hopefully you'll finish Act 4 and 5 tomorrow with this build and let me know how it went. Cool. I will probably be streaming tomorrow. Probably not too many hours after this. But it is getting pretty damn late. I want to kill Mephisto first, though. I am bound and determined, even if this goes 4 hours. But, yeah... I think it will be fine. That is my thoughts from all the things. I think it's going to be better than Lost Ark, which was fine, but had a lot of MMO bloat. D4 will suck. That is your prerogative to feel that way. I think there will be things that are predatory in it. That's the reason why I'm like, I think the game itself will be fine. Because they've already set up for Battle Pass and all that stuff. I miss the days of being able to buy a game and just enjoy the game. You think it'll be too big to fail? Oh, I guarantee you it won't fail. It will sell like frickin' hotcakes. It already has. It's just hell hardcore bail down. Congratulations, Sassy. Hopefully he gave you some good drops. But it's not going to fail. It's going to sell like hotcakes. It already has. What I'm talking about is more whether it's going to be a good success or it's just going to be a financial success. Because there is a phrase that I have mentioned a few times, and I probably should make an entire video about it. Bad games are very profitable. Bad games are good business. There are a lot of bad games out there that make massive bank. Like a ton. And that's good business. That makes their shareholders really damn happy. But the players are pretty much just being exploited. I grew up being hype about a lot of games as well. I'm going to run past these if I can. Ouch, 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 ouch. Nope, 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 nope. Lag. God damn it, lag. That was like the worst time for lag, too. Holy God. Oh, I just got stuttered into the frickin' wall. It's like, I'm just going to squeeze by here. You guys can fight them. No. Can I go another... No, I can't go another direction. That is the best direction for me to go. Actually, I think Candy Crush isn't a terrible game. It does what it says on the tin very, like, efficiently. You have to pay for energy and crap like that, which is bad design, but... Because you'll find that a lot of modern games as a service design is based around basically guaranteeing you have just enough to keep you engaged, and then a bunch of, like, well, you could have this, too's. What does stun do to players? Make you more easy to interrupt. Stun to enemies keeps them from doing anything. Stun to players just makes you more likely to be interrupted by various effects. Oh, I didn't mean to use a 3. And to use a 4. Okay. Didn't really actually want to fight those guys. We'll take it. It's better than a sharp stick in the eye. Let's go ahead and back up and do the door thing to these guys too. Come on. Or not. Oh, you're immune to physical and lightning. Get you here. Can you actually spawn where I'm trying to summon you? Thank you. Get those going in there. That should get rid of some of them. So where am I from? I am from the US. I have lived a lot of places, though. Yeah, basically, it's more likely to have a hit recovery animation and more likely to have a interruption on your skills. Ow, ow, ow. Please stop. Why does he keep veering off towards me? There you go. That was not a fight I wanted, but that's a fight we had to take. But generally, I don't worry about being stunned too much. But they do make for really good revives. Ohio? Ah. I have just lived a whole bunch of places. Pretty much, you can name a state west of the Mississippi, and I've been there. Okay, so we've got zombies, maulers, and our rogue being a complete imbecile. Fuck off. God damn it, rogue. Oh, when they die, they want to be taking Ubers. It's their heaven. Yeah. That's what they love. She just would not stop standing in that fire. It was like, why? Why do you hate me, Rogue? You were doing so good for a while there, and you were killing things. And I'm going to have to sell armor again because she keeps doing that. It's your mom's YouTube, your phone's dead, but on your real to Dark Archer. Ah.
Good day.
Welcome back. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, phones dying suck. Go ahead and dump that in there. I should probably condense some of these. I'll condense them off screen so you guys don't have to sit through all that. I just want to get them out of my inventory so I have room to pick up crap. What gear am I rocking? Trash. That's probably my best item right there. Spirit Sword. We've got Allure, we've got Stealth, we've got Ancient's Pledge. We're using Arcana's Sign because we haven't found a better amulet, and I haven't been picking up magic because I'm a dumbass. Chain Boots for resists. A little bit of fire resist there. Crafted a belt earlier. Oh, why do I keep so many flawless gems? Most of these are because I'm too lazy to condense them right now. They will be condensed later. Amethyst, I don't condense because I use them on gem shrines. Phone hasn't rang or beeped in 3 hours. Oh, lucky. Mine, I get those garbage messages all the time. I get spam calls. I've been progressing with the same gear since normal set. Pretty much, except for the sword. I had to get that from Nightmare. Everything else I probably could have gotten in normal. My gear is godly. It's GG gear, thank you very much. Jesus. Can you stop picking fights with random shit, please? Horde. Here, go this way. Mercenary, can you not? Yeah, I'm just going to try to find a quiet space to actually get my mercenary to unfuck herself. This seems like a good quiet place. Sorry, I used that unfuck yourself thing a little bit too much, but I didn't realize that we look like that behind a firewall. There we go. A little bit better off. What other action RPGs have I played? Personally, feel like even after 20 years, none of them have nailed itemization like D2. I think D2 has room to improve its itemization. Oh, and I just realized there's some missing messages. Uno second, I will approve. So far, they've proven that they're trying to fix everything D3 messed up. Think the devs know what they're doing. Just afraid the corporate higher-ups will fuck up. And the other one is... The real irony of that is someone actually said I have a nasally voice. But they don't... I don't think they know what nasally means. Nasally means in your nose. And I can bring it up into my nose if I want to. But I have to try. But other action RPGs I've played, done the Torchlight series, Last Epoch, Victor Vran, Wolson. I already said Torchlight. There's Last Epoch, Grim Dawn, Titan Quest. Done a few others. The list is long. I don't remember them all. Itemization is how you create or obtain items. I like Diablo 2's base ideas of their crafting systems. I wish they were expanded more. Torchlight 1 was lit, but the follow-ups... I liked Torchlight 2, but it didn't have quite the meaty feel to the combat. It was more floaty, like Diablo 2 kind of floaty. Torchlight 1, you felt like you were hitting crap. Diablo 1 has the best atmosphere still. There's also Dungeon Siege. Dungeon Siege is a good one. But itemization is like how we crafted this belt. I wish we had more recipes like that. I wish we had one for each type of gem. I wish you could combine two different things, but I like it whenever they keep it like these are all functional items in and of themselves. The jewel, the gem, the rune, the belt, all of those are actually usable items without crafting. But a lot of games will be like, well, here's all these freaking dog teeth. Craft a sword out of them. And I'm like, no, the dog teeth do nothing. I like crafting things together that actually do something and have it make sense. But a lot of games just can't seem to figure that one out. I am never a fan of trash items. And that's actually something I'm going to be kind of... I might be. I might cut that part out. But I will probably be ranting at Chained Echoes for. Because they have that problem. They have the problem of, here's an entire class of item that is absolutely just there for... It's not even there for crafting. But they do have one of those too. Entire class of item just for crafting, and an entire class of item just for being junk to sell for gold. Played Ark? You mean the dinosaur one? No, I haven't played it. The thing D2 did very well is how every item rarity has a use. It's not just uniques. Yes, that's another thing that does well. Wish crafting mixed mods were actually good on hit power safety stuff. There's a few hit power ones that are good. The hit power gloves are really slept on, and the safety amulet is slept on. Both of those are actually really good items and can get really good mods, especially whenever you don't need faster cast. The safety amulet is probably like the best amulet to make. Unless you have a two-handed weapon, in which case, then you're kind of boned. But this is going to be a dead end. Okay, so we have a safe spot over here. We have a town portal. We just have to fight our way out of this. But I do wish there were more crafting recipes. I think they were just getting started on it, and then everything went south at Blizzard North, and we just kind of lost track of it. I'm going to go this way. Shadow, block that for a minute. If the rogue would actually follow us, that would be awesome sauce.
Not enough mana.
Rogue's not doing well. She's being an idiot again.
I need mana.
Safety amulet is block chance. And yeah, the hit power is knockback. I think the last game like Ark that I tried was Rust, and I had a very bad introduction to it, and it kind of soured me on the whole genre. That's why I'm kind of careful whether I just say absolutes whenever it comes to recommending games in a genre. Diablo 2 is a safe pick for action RPGs, but it's not the best for everyone. There's a lot of quality of life missing. Come on. Keep drinking. Yeah, 1D2, Arc 3, Skyrim Supernatural as soon as they make it a game. Ah. Skyrim's a fun game. Really bloated, but fun. Yeah, it's a good game. Yeah, Rust is toxic as hell, but it kind of turned me off of the entire genre. Because I tried Rust whenever it was like a new game. It was like, oh, that's a cool idea. A bunch of people playing together on a server, trying to survive. A little bit of PvP here and there, because that was back whenever I did PvP regularly. Blood amulets are pretty good too. They're probably third on the list. caster, then safety, then blood, and then probably last would be hit power amulets. Safety shields are interesting. They're not the magic resist modifier isn't used enough to actually entice people to do it, but Shadow, stop running away. Am I having to tell you the opposite of what I tell the rogue? Rogue, run away. Shadow, stay. Shadow tank. Shadow be wall. This I can actually deal with. We're just not really set up for tanky lightning immunes right now. Which I think we just found more of. Yep. Thankfully, this is a relatively cheap skill to just chuck at their face. Okay, that one's going to go down relatively quick. Why the Shadow chose to chase the one that's behind us, I don't know. I should probably be picking up amulets, by the way. That is a mistake that I am doing. Just as a heads up for those of you that are using this as a guide. Pick up the amulets. You would have gotten a better one by now if you had. You hate Rust, Fortnite, Diablo 3, but you think it'd be great to watch me play Ark. Good for your channel. Sadly, I'm trying to think of how to explain it without going really deep into the weeds. YouTube is a weird soup. Sorry, that's a reference for some people. It would be a fun game to stream. I don't think that I could make an Ark series. If that makes sense. And have it be okay on the channel. As a stream, absolutely, it would be fine. As a series, it doesn't... I don't think I could make it work. Even if I really enjoy the game. Just because of, like, it's a very time-intensive title. There's our waypoint. Okay, now for Mephisto. This is going to be tough because we have a lightning immune right at the gate.
Yes.
If we're lucky, he'll be off to the right. If we're unlucky, he's going to be right in our face. But I appreciate that you want to see more content. I will be covering more games. And do all the arrows in multi-shot knockback? No, just the middle two. Well, the center arrows. If you have an odd number, it's the middle two. Same for triggering on hit effects and stuff like that. Did I not put up a portal over there? I thought I put up a portal over there. Gotta run back now. Damn. Think you could just would have to be online PvP and not a PVMer? I actually avoid PvP and competitive stuff these days. I used to be... There's a long story behind this, but basically, back whenever Counter-Strike was a mod, I was far enough into doing PvP stuff that I actually got invited to the CPL. You may not know what the CPL is, but it's basically the precursor to today's gaming tournament scene. I am older than that. I am a geezer. I generally don't give my exact age because I actually have to stop and math it out. I generally say around 40. Plus or minus a few. But I have found over the years, and this is also why I quit playing MechWarrior Online regularly, I'll sometimes pop in on it every now and then and play a game or two, and not on my main account. But I actually stepped completely away from competitive, PvP, all that stuff, and it has actually done a lot for my mental health as far as like stress and swearing. Actually, I swear a lot less now that I don't do that. And I've become less toxic by stepping away from it. Let's go this way. We don't have to kill him. Sweet. Where did our... Oh, he's in... She went in there. Found something to fight.
I need Mars.
Sorry, concentrating a little bit because I need to resummon this as soon as it dies each time. Oh, you're immune to lightning. Probably should have guessed. Oh, I loved PvP. I still do like PvP. It's just, it's not good for me. It makes me... I mirror emotions a lot for various reasons. So it can eat me up pretty hard. So if I get on a toxic team, I become extremely toxic. Like I will ramp it up to 11. And that's not good. That's not a good trait to have. That's not something that should be done. It's something that should be avoided, in fact. So I gave it up. So that's kind of why I don't compete for the top of the ladder. I don't do all that stuff. I literally just play for fun. Sometimes being toxic gains traction and gains viewers because seeing someone rage is content. Some streamers purposely... I know. Oh, there's a lot that fake rage for content. They literally just mentally separate themselves from stuff and just go full ham on it. I know a few. I am friends with a few. Perfectly fine people. It's just better for my mental health that I don't do that. Because I find it hard to stay in a character 24/7. And I would need to do that. I actually got into an argument on a YouTube subreddit recently with somebody who is very much in that same vein, but more reaction videos kind of thing. Where it's not rage, it's just fake shock and fake amazing thoughts and stuff like that. I'm just old, so kind of have to be mature at a certain point. Let's go ahead and lure you over this way. Come on. Come on, Mephi. He's going to kill my mercenary. I don't care. Ow. Wow. There's Mephisto. You'd rather do math than watch fake ragers like Doc and whatnot? I understand that. And I don't have anything against them. That is smart business. There are a lot of smart business people that you would think are just complete imbeciles if you just looked at it at surface level. But these people are making millions of dollars faking rage. That is perfectly fine for them. That is appealing to a different audience than me. If I got the same views as some of these fake ragers, I would be set for life, basically. But that's because the audience of my content on all my channels is actually older. Oh god, no. I didn't see you over there. Oh, you son of a... That just made this harder. You saw them heal him, right? I don't know if I can kill him with them there. I might have to go kill them, which means getting Mercenary back. Or going up there and running circles around him. I don't give viewers exact ages, but basically the channel's demographic is 25 to 45. You can hate the character these people show, but actual people are pretty smart in what they're doing. Yes, exactly. Actually, one of the people that I worked with back on YouTube, geez, years ago, he was at like 12,000 and he's up over 3 million subs now. And yes, he's a perfectly cool, and he'll play dark games, he'll enjoy dark games, but he appeals to children. And that's how he gets his millions of views and stuff like that. And he doesn't really necessarily dumb himself down for it, but he oversimplifies just how much he knows and he does to kind of keep in that character, keep that super family-friendly vibe. And we got an essence. I might keep that.
Mephisto, you were no match for me.
We're almost at a level 2. I might grab that real quick. Too bad nothing good as far as the drops go, though.
I can't.
Okay, in we go. I need to back off of that, because they're going to Hydra me as soon as I walk through the portal. We just needed to get him away from them actually being active. But if they were to all the way up on that little peninsula, they could have actually kept healing him. But I think he wandered back around the side to try and path up. So we've got Wiz and Draw. 31%. I'm trying to remember. I think that's low. But that's actually good if we actually make a Ice Zone. Watch an all too short video? Well, thank you, Mason. We're about to wrap it up. I'm going to get the last level. We've been live for almost 4 hours, and my back is like, I can feel my hip locking up and my back going, hi, I hate you. I think the max is 35. I think so. I don't use it enough. Behind the scenes reveal, I don't use it a lot. It's a good bow. It's a great bow. It's amazing even on an early cold sorceress. But I don't use it that much. Because I almost never find it in normal. And yes, I'll condense those off screen. What's the other bow we have? That one? It's a 2-socket rune bow. I was going to use it for something, but I decided not to. Yeah, max is minus 35. Cool. Thank you. Swisher and George. That's going to be enough to revive our mercenary. And I think we will get that next level. Level 71. We're getting a few levels every single stream, by the way. Just the nature of what this is. So, resurrect you. And we'll go to Arcane Sanctuary for it. I'm not sure whether they need to make... Well, they do need to make more bow rune words, but I think they need to make an Amazon-specific bow rune word. Or a spear rune word, actually, would probably be better. She needs a knockback bow. That would actually be kind of nice for Mercenary. And actually, I should put that bow on Mercenary, now that I think about it. Because she is a cold. Brand, Ice, Faith, Harmony. Those are all good ones. I would like to see a few more focused on Elemental Bow. I would like to see some like uniques for javelins focused on Poison Javelin. The only core class whose skills are not on any merc is the Necro, but it doesn't fit Act 4 thematically. Yeah, it really doesn't. I don't think we'll ever see an Act 4 mercenary, by the way. If we do, it will be kind of a last-ditch effort kind of thing. It's just one of those things. It's like, At my level, yeah, 1 hour. If I joined a public terror zone, yeah, I would be shooting up levels. If I made one myself, no, not too much. But technically, I'm lower level than a lot of the areas I'm in right now. You want a corpse spitter merc for Act 4? That would actually be an interesting thing. Have the Act 4 merc randomly revive like 3 monsters from the act you're in. Make them just like summons it does. That would be completely different than anything that we have. But there's our level up. I'm going to get up, stretch, enjoy the rest of my night, and you guys enjoy the rest of yours. And thank you for joining in. Thank you for all the super chats, memberships, stuff like that. And keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath, and I really do appreciate all the support. It helps more than you know. Bye.